Okay, that's not muted. Let's see if Val is on. She was gonna run some. Let's see. Random regulars and mutations. Boom. Up for some random regulars and mutations. Tanking.
Hello.
Well, hello there.
How's it going?
So far, so good. Looks like I'm
Was work okay?
Work is, yeah, it's work.
Work is work? Oh.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's true. I got a better ring. I need to grab a gem for it real quick.
No worries. Oh, there's another person.
Actually might have a better amulet now too. I made some stuff today.
Nice.
What's up, people?
Hey. We're getting ready to run our daily randoms. We should be ready in a couple minutes.
Where's it? Flame protection. I have a flame protection amulet now.
Nice.
Right? That's what I thought.
Is that what we need? Flame protection right now?
Yeah, fire.
Fire, yeah.
Yeah, I seen your rubies.
Thank you for telling me that.
Hmm. Okay.
It's not arcane, you said flame, right?
Yeah, flame. So the rubies are what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fire ward, basically.
Okay, I got a 50% less fire damage. Is that good? Flame protection? Amulet?
It will help. Yeah, well, for amulet, yeah,
help.
that's perfect.
That's pretty nice. So that'll 50%, 15% less as well.
Yeah, the 15 and the fire ward, 6% fire damage. Oh shoot, I got a good one. What's the enemies in there?
We don't know. It depends what we get into.
It depends on what we're gonna get.
Okay,
no,
now
not
I'm
that
over
one.
cambered. I need to.
Not that one. No, not this one. This one. I'm like trying to find all my stuff. I'm like, this one. No, not that one. This one.
I'm the same way.
There's a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Do. Grab all my little things. That one. I'm ready when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
I just need like 2 minutes. I need to find a
Unacceptable.
spot where I can unload some of this crap here.
It's unacceptable, OG.
I know. I'll get better. What do I have here? Fucking fish. God damn
Oh,
it.
geez.
Let's see. Everphones. This is full. This is full. Everything is full.
Yeah, I did the inventory management game today. No, that's not it. Where did I put my food? No, it's not that one. That's the only thing is like then I don't know where anything is.
Yeah. I'm
There it
gonna
is.
have the same problem here in a second.
Yeah.
I just gotta stash stuff wherever it freaking fits. So it's no
I do
longer.
that when I'm in a rush and then I come back and play the inventory management game.
Yeah.
Don't really need to be carrying around dark matter.
Alright, I'm good.
Good luck.
I'm ready to.
Activities.
Nobody else is interested in doing it?
Expand. I didn't see anyone else say anything.
Yeah.
Nobody's going around messing up the.
Buddy, when we get this one, I just swap to my Void Gauntlet. I don't need to heal.
Yeah, I might as well just burn through stuff faster.
Woo! Otherwise, I just kind of feel stupid not doing anything.
Do you guys hear any interference? Because I had help fixing it yesterday.
No, I don't hear anything. You're a little quiet, if anything, but otherwise you're
Yeah.
fine.
Thank you. Other than that,
You get that chest over here. Yeah.
there's a chest.
Yeah, there's a chest back here. In this corner.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
They call you Val for short?
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a regular run or?
Yeah, this is just a regular.
Okay. Are we going to try to do a couple of the harder ones?
Yeah, we'll do our regular. We're gonna do our dailies. So the 3 regular randoms and then the 2 mutated randoms.
Okay, cool. I can use the gold.
Friend.
Yeah, same here,
Yeah.
same here.
Always.
And then we'll see if we have time after that to do more mutations.
Yeah, I have to leave at like 6:45. I've got Dungeons and Dragons at 7.
Oh,
What's that
lucky,
now?
nice.
I know what Dungeons and Dragons was when I was a kid, but what do you mean?
Which setting?
Like I'm playing. Oh, it's Dungeons. It's I think we're in Faerun. And yeah, there's 2 different games going on. Yeah, we're in a giant ass dungeon right now.
Nice. How many people do you have in there?
Is this like old school? You used to be in school and somebody would talk the game and roll the dice and all of that?
Yeah, we roll dice and stuff, but we do it virtually.
That sounds so cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, you use a website called Roll20.
Okay. I remember
Oh,
those 30 sided dices.
It has
You
the
guys use
maps and
that?
all that on it.
You guys are
really?
using like the 30 side dices?
I have a couple sets of dice in real life.
Yeah.
I have a mini set. It's really cute.
Hmm. So you just
I used
log into
to,
that program or that portal, and it has the maps, it
and
has the dice, and
hmm
everything.
everything, yeah.
That's
And then we
cool.
just use Discord to talk. Although I think you can talk in the program too.
Hmm.
Does the program come
Yeah,
up
it's
with the
really nice.
dice?
And then it has your character sheet. And the nice thing is, like, you're like, I want to roll to hit with my quarterstaff or whatever, right? You just
Hmm.
click the button for your quarterstaff, and it does it for you.
Oh, so you
That's
don't have
nice.
to look up any
That is
stats
so
or
nice.
Yeah, you
never.
don't have to
Yeah.
look it up. I mean, you do when you know, like level up your character and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
when you are just playing, you don't have to because you've already programmed it in.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. Um, yeah, I have a. There we go. Oh, I have a newer character actually because my long-standing character died.
Hmm.
That game is
A
to
little
be
while
so
ago.
addictive. Do I have to stand on this thing? And you guys
No,
let
we're
me
good to
know?
go. You can come back up now.
Okay. I
We
used
just
to be
had to
so
do it
addicted to
once.
that. I used to be so addicted to that game, Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons. And we had a
I
good
have 2 games
storyteller, and
a
he had a
week.
book.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
I remember being a dark elf. That was
Yeah,
like,
so my character, she's a arcane elf. So she's
yeah.
basically spent time in like the timeless realm or astral plane. I can't even think of it right now. Yeah, astral elf. There we go. She's an astral elf, so she spent time in the astral realm. So she's like way older than everybody else, and she's bored by everything. And we're like, well, it would take us like a whole 2 days, and she's like, 2 days? What's 2 days?
How long do you guys be playing?
I've been playing with this group for a few years.
Oh wow.
No, I mean like each time you guys play.
Oh, we play for like 2 or 3 hours
Yeah,
usually.
that sounds
Depends
about
on
right.
if people are passing out.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we used to get up early in the morning and to the next day playing. It'd be so much
Yeah, well,
fun.
we're all adults and have jobs and stuff.
I was talking about when I was a kid.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
I'm getting off of work and doing this, so
Oh
all my
yeah.
kids, all my kids are grown, so I can do whatever I want.
Oh, mine are not grown, but they're old enough they can mind themselves for the most part.
Yeah, I have two kids that are grown, working. One is
Yeah.
married, the other one is, yeah, my oldest one is 38, and
Oh,
then my
this is
youngest
my
one is
age.
25.
I'm 37.
Nice.
And my daughter is 18. My son is 14.
How old are you, OG?
50. Well, will be 51 this year.
Oh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you guys know that I am 55. I'll be 56 in July.
You win.
Okay, we got some. Some is way up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 55.
Some
55.
dumb. He's I think he's at least in his 60s.
He is. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Yeah. I know his wife is a little older than him. He's really nice though.
Nice. His wife was really up there too.
Yeah, she's a little older than him actually.
Actually, this was too easy, this run.
Yeah, no, that's what regulars are. And we're doing fat.
We're doing what? Oh, the teleport cuts out the audio.
Oh, with the teleport, huh?
Yeah, when you teleport, it cuts it out.
hate that, like, every time there's a loading screen, my like, yeah, you get cut off, like, your mute, it turns on. And it's like, no. I was talking.
Well, I just need 1 minute to open all these bags and stuff, and I'll be ready.
More furniture. I should really, like, put some time in to decorate my houses, because I have, like, 230 pounds of furniture.
When I started this game, that's what I started off doing.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't know what I was doing. So,
No, I
went the cheap route, and I got 3 cheap houses nicely. Well, no, one is nicely done. The other one I'm just using it to just put stuff in.
I have one really nice house, one medium house, and one tiny house. But none of them are really decorated. They have chests in them and trophies, and that's about it. I need to actually, like, decorate them.
Mm. You guys there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here.
Hey, you ever get any random people that you guys get and then they want to kick you out?
Oh yeah. I do, anyway.
But they don't know that we're in a group.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Yeah. Every day, pretty much. At least once.
Of course you say no.
It's okay.
Alright.
It doesn't happen as often to me because I'm a healer. Nobody wants to try to wait and find a new healer.
That is true.
I used to get somebody wanting to vote somebody out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, this is going to be easy again.
Oh,
we didn't say which amulet.
It's the same.
Okay.
All of them are going to be fire.
The mutations.
Yeah, the mutations when we get there. This is
Mutations going to be fire also?
Yeah, all the mutations will be fire, yeah.
There is no mutation on these. These are regular. So however, there are still like there's fire damage that the amulet will help with.
Mm-hmm.
I like that purple shield you got on, OG.
Yeah, man.
Is that just for looks?
Just for looks. Just
I
for
was
looks.
being funny, bro. Well, I just like the look.
It succeeds there.
Thank you.
She has to be the prettiest.
Representing the faction.
You say that like it's a bad thing to be pretty.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Okay.
I like it when he's pretty, because he'll tank, and then when he's pretty, everybody wants to hit him and not me.
That is true. This guy tends to be a pain.
Yeah. I just get tired of getting knocked over. Oh.
If I pull a little aggro, I'm sorry. I'm trying to unlock my stopwatch.
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I don't think if I unlock my stopwatch.
Which one is stopwatch? What does that one do? Is that the one that reses you when you fall down?
No, the stopwatch is the 300% taunt.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That really helps with the what you are, OG.
It helps.
I should be coming in here with a tank build, but
no worries, man. On a regular, this is actually perfect.
Regular.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect
exactly. I figure if it's a regular, it's not a big deal.
I'm not even healing. I'm just hitting things with my void blade. So,
Perfect.
thing. Yeah.
Self-healing.
you're fine.
I'm self-healing with my weapons.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, I drop an 8K crit with the 300% additional 8, and it tends to pull some aggro every once in a while.
No worries.
And my shield does the same. Shield does the same thing. I'll take the aggro from you. It's got 238 more thread on it. 8 generated.
Oh, nice.
And it's one of them lifer ring tower shields.
Okay.
I'll get the bombs.
It's got that 50% blocking on it. Is there
Oh,
anything
that's
higher
very
than that?
nice.
Yeah. I got it accidentally. I wasn't looking for it.
Got quail that should be hatching this weekend. That'll be fun.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
So
It must be.
Put her in-
How
It
many
must be
guys
tiny.
run with and women with the Dungeons and Dragons?
How many what?
How many people that are with you?
Oh, how many people? So let's see. We got the DM. We got Ryan, Billy, Jacob, Lisa.
I know that'd be fun.
Like 4 or 5. One person who can't always make it. I'm in the one group, and then I'm in a different group that has completely different people in it for the most part.
Do they heal each other? These two or no?
Yeah, kill the maidens.
Yeah, normally DPS will be on maidens until the maidens die.
And then we swap.
I survived that. My great sword's at 17.
Oh,
Leveling. I'm leveling.
okay. There we go.
Where'd you go? OG?
There's a chest here.
Oh,
Right here. It's only here on the regulars. It's not here on mutations.
Okay. Thank you.
Some of you made fun of you. OG, and your quick typing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch? I said, ich spreche kleines Deutsch.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, German, yeah. I've been learning German. I took it in high school, and then, I don't know, I decided last year I was going to be a little more serious about it again. So I've been doing Duolingo on 275 days.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, said I speak a little German. Ich spreche keines Deutsch.
It's a hard language to learn.
Ah, no. The English is a Germanic language, dude.
Well,
It's not that hard. The hardest part is some of the grammar stuff. Like, let me think. You wanted to say,
I thought the hardest thing was finding a piece of paper wide enough to write one word on.
No. Most of the words are not that
Oh,
quite
I
that
know.
big. And when they are, it's kind of a joke.
I know very little German, enough to order a beer and find a bathroom.
That's
No less
important.
than that.
Those are very important things to do.
I know
Specifically
less than
in that order.
Yes.
I can now ask people if they want things. I still don't feel like I know a lot, even though I've been doing it for a while. It's just, you know, like the conversationality of it is a lot more than, you know, just learning verbs or whatever.
Oddly enough, I can listen to somebody talking, and I can get about 20% of what they're saying, but to
that's not
actually
bad.
speak it is
it's easier to listen. It definitely is. In any language. So I know some Spanish, and then I also know, actually the one language I would say is not like that is sign language. Sign language is way easier to speak than it is to read. So I know a bunch of sign language as well. Enough to actually kind of have some like smaller conversations with people, as long as they slow down for me.
You're not a boring person, basically.
Huh?
Basically, you're not a boring person.
Oh, well, thank you. I know sign language because my daughter has special needs and she's nonverbal. So when she was little, we started with sign language.
Yeah, I
And she
understand that
wasn't picking up
process.
on words. Yeah, so her first sign was daddy.
Okay.
She was only like 4 months old or something.
a lot of daycares actually teach sign language because it's easier for them to do than it is to learn how to talk and
Talking
communicate.
is a lot of motor control.
Yep.
And sign actually uses a different part of your brain as well. So I think sign language is cool. I think my daughter knows around 200 or 300. I know around 500 or 600 signs. Yeah. Like I said, I know enough to conversate.
I learned a fair amount of Korean when I was stationed in Korea.
Oh, that's cool.
It's been 30 years since I've spoken, and I forgot almost everything.
Yeah, I tried Mandarin for a little while. Holy moly.
What's it called again?
Mandarin?
I never heard of
like
it.
the orange
Chinese.
Mandarin
There's
Chinese.
simplified, and then there's Mandarin.
Yeah, I was trying Mandarin, and holy moly, the reading of
Simplified
it was
isn't
what
much
killed me.
easier.
I don't know how you simplify that language.
We got
exactly.
Yeah. I did Gaelic for a bit. I liked Gaelic. Gaelic is a pain in the butt because, like, the word for, like, a girl can be completely different than the word for a group of girls. It's not just conjugation. It's literally can be a completely different word. Or it can, or like some words you add something to the front, some words you add something to the end, some words you add something to the middle. They don't have letters like V. They don't have a V or a W. And so they have other letters that make that sound, the other combinations of letters that make that sound. That was a little complicated. I did, what was it, Finnish for a bit, because I was watching like a lot of detective shows from Northern Europe.
Did your husband the
I
same
was
way?
like, why not? Huh?
Is your husband the same way?
No, he's not. My husband's, he's so I always say, like, I like to play the guitar. My husband would like to build the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he wouldn't mind learning how to play, but only from the point of understanding how, like, the guitar, or being able to play like a couple different things or something. So like I make pottery because that's my job. I make ceramics, and my husband really likes the chemistry part of that. He thinks it's really interesting. The glaze chemistry and the firing chemistry and all that, which I think is really interesting too. But it's the thing I'm passionate about. So.
How long you guys been married?
19 years.
Very nice. Somebody to be so young and then say that, it's impressive.
Yeah, so he's older than me. But he definitely wasn't mentally older than me when we got together.
Pretty typical of us.
Yeah,
It's
he was.
typical. You have to understand that.
Got together. Oh, I know.
So, usually, it's a 10-year maturity on that. It's 15 if you guys are more mature than us. So, that's
yeah, so he was, and I don't know, was very mature when I was younger. So I had a pretty rough childhood, so grew up a little fast. But he was like 35 and I was 18. He's kind of skeevy now about it. Yeah.
Wow.
But we made it, so.
Another 20 years of marriage and you'll catch me.
Hey,
Wow.
yeah. He'll be 56 this year.
Okay, so he's the same age as me. I'll be 56 in July.
Are you 69 then?
No, don't say that. I'm 55. I'll be 56.
No, 1969.
Oh, yeah, 1969.
Yeah, that's my husband too. I was born in 87.
And what month was he born?
He's September
Okay, September what?
17th.
Yeah, I got.
Maybe he's not out yet.
Alright, I'm out.
And 2. Yucky stuff. Nothing good.
Yeah, we got
Didn't
cut
expect
off.
anything good.
Yeah.
Huh?
We got cut off in the middle of the conversation.
Yeah, you said I got him, so you got him beat by what, a couple days or something?
Oh yeah, I barely got. I have a brother that I'm barely 14 months older. You know, he
Okay.
was born in 1970. I was born in 1969. So you and your husband, we're basically the same age.
Yeah, similar, yeah.
I tried younger. I've been married quite a few times. Been married 4 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just, we weren't really looking for each other, just kind of ended up that way.
Yeah. Always a beautiful thing like that.
Yeah. And
Well,
I had a
guys, just
doctor
stay-
tell me that I couldn't get pregnant, and they were really wrong. And so we ended up getting pregnant fairly early on, and we were like, well, what do you want to do? He was like, you want to try it? I was like, yeah, let's try it.
Nice. Yeah, I had all daughters, 4
Alright.
daughters.
Okay, I've got a daughter and a son,
4 daughters.
and a cute puppy. She's
Got
giving me
puppies?
attention. I have a puppy, too. I have a lot of animals.
I
So,
have 2 pugs that I just got 3-4 months ago.
aw.
Yeah, they're 5 months old, so
Just make sure you train them separate.
you know what? I don't have that time and the luxury, so I've been training them together. So I've been doing okay. It takes a lot
Okay.
of patience. They're super active, super hyperactive. But I got them to sit. And, you know, when
Well,
they get
I'm
them
saying
going-
because of what's it called? Oh my God! It's like a thing where you have 2 dogs that are within like 6 months of each other when they're young like that. They can imprint on each other to the point that they actually end up having a lot of big fights and stuff when they get older, and you end up having to rehome one. And the way you avoid that is by doing some training independently, and that can be just one dog's in a kennel and the other one's not. It's in a different room for a while, or it can be you take one dog for a walk, you come back, you take the other dog for a walk.
I
Thing.
see. Call it imprinting.
It's not imprinting. I'm trying to think. It's called littermate syndrome. It's you can have some behavioral issues. You get intense attachment, separation anxiety, and you can get aggression.
That's nice to know.
Yeah, so look into that a little bit. There's some stuff you can do to avoid it. But it mostly involves like keeping them separate a lot of time if you can. You know, they can still have separate a little bit, that they're each getting their own attention with you and not just together.
My auntie, she had two American boxers, I guess, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they were so attached to one another. When she died,
Yeah.
He starved herself to death.
Yeah, so I mean, they can be attached to each other, like they can care about each other and love each other and all that, but you don't want to run into like those aggression issues. Like that's no bueno. It would suck for you to have to rehome a dog just because, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Appreciate the knowledge.
Yep. I know way too much about animals, so.
That's good to know, so I know who to go to.
Yeah.
More advice.
So I have a show dog. And then I have 2 cats, a hedgehog, a lizard, 7 grown adult chickens, 4 baby egg chickens, and 8 meat chickens right now. And then I have about 6 or 7 quail outside that are in our like long timers pen. These are the quail that get to live because they have names. And then I have I have 40 eggs in the incubator right now. I don't know how many will hatch, but you almost never get like a 100% hatch rate. You're gonna get like a 55 or 60% hatch rate.
Right.
I'm hoping for about 20.
Nice.
And then we'll eat the boys. I'll make a few breeding sets. The boys are annoying. Oh my god. I had one out that I was messing with and doing some training with my dog with because she's a bird dog. And I put him back away, and the little fucker, he was like, oh my god, scaredest moment of his life, I'm sure. You know, he saw a dog. And I put him back away, and one of the other ones comes over, grabs his head, and mounts him. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That is so rude. So mean. No. Little shits sometimes. Oh, and I have a turtle. Right, he's a new one. A new acquisition. He's a water turtle. Yeah. He's a painted turtle.
Yeah.
His name is Sammy. He's actually in the Discord. But he, I guess his original owner his parents made him take him to college, and then the college told him he couldn't have it, so he gave it to a friend to take care of. Now that friend, which is my friend, is about to be going off to like post-bac program. And she's going to be moving a lot, like cross-country. And so she's worried, you know, that's not going to be good for him because he's a water turtle. So now he lives with us. And he's 17.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they'll live to be like 35, 40, which is crazy.
What's the name of those turtles that can live to be 120 years old?
Oh, the Galapagos tortoises? Those are tortoises. The turtles live in water, tortoises live on land. Sammy's funny. He loves attention. But he's also got, like, he's a little feisty. So, like, he wants to get to you, but he might actually just want to bite you. But not in, like, a mean way, because he doesn't clamp down. He's very weird. And sometimes he just wants a little scritch on his shell. Sometimes he wants to bite you.
I'm surprised you don't have a ferret.
Now, so I get migraines, so I can't have anything that's that loud, and it wouldn't be fair of me to put the parrot like, oh, I'm having a migraine week. You get to live under a blanket all week. Plus, parrots are very clingy, and there's a lot that goes into.
Yeah.
Like, you have to like have them written into your will, stuff like that.
You have to have them in your will.
Yeah, because they can live for like 100 years.
Wow.
Like some types of parrots. I like watching videos of them.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching lately. It's so funny.
Like the bacon pancake one. Have you seen that one?
Uh-uh.
No, look it up. Look up making bacon pancakes.
Okay.
He sits there and he goes, making bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes.
I like the ones where they be cussing.
Oh yeah, those are funny too. I like the one that yells at Alexa.
Mm.
Have you seen that one?
I like the one with the white parrot is chasing. I forget what her name is or whatever, but he gets pissed off. He starts chasing. He's so beautiful, really, really white, and he does.
He's probably
it's so funny.
Yeah. But I've had obviously I've had dogs, I've had cats, I've had chickens, I've had different types of lizards. Like I've had a chameleon. I've had hamsters and gerbils, and I said I have a and I said turtle, and turtles, and yeah, just you can have it, and it's not too weird. Probably had it. Although the hedgehog is a little out there. He's pretty funny. He's a little old man. Pretty grumpy now.
Sounds like you guys are not boring at all.
No, I mean, if you want something to do, you just grab an animal. You want to cuddle? I got cats. They love cuddling. The chickens actually will sit on your lap. Hilda will sit on your shoulder like a parrot. Yeah, she's funny.
Hey, what made you start speaking German?
I like it.
I found out too off that I'm part German. My father never told me what he was. When I was younger,
Part German as well.
My sister does it for. I have a sister that I'm 9 years older than. She does it for. She likes going into the history and finding out.
Yeah, I did that too. I did that for a little while. I found out I'm German, Scottish, Dutch, Irish, and English.
I thought I was Creole. Come to find out that I'm not Creole at all.
Really?
Yeah. So my sister did some homework. Because my mother is African American. My father was something else. Never talk about it. His skin was white. He looked like he passed for African. I get to come to find out that he was German. My grandmother's German. My grandfather's German.
Yeah.
Wow. That would explain a whole lot.
Yeah, I found my family history back to the 1400s, actually. On one side, in the Netherlands. It was actually a little bit creepy. I found a couple parts where I think people were marrying cousins a little bit.
Yeah.
It was pretty normal at that time.
That's pretty normal at that time.
I was like, I think there's a circle here. There's a small circle here.
The family tree looks like a fruit tree.
Yeah, exactly. Just in one spot. No, so my German is North German, and that my family's from. And then I'm, like I said, Scottish and Irish, which makes sense because my maiden name is very Irish.
Okay. I'm about to fall. Oh, I don't. It seems like I'm falling forever. What's going on?
Should be loading.
Okay. I don't even see. Where's everybody at?
Alright, made my. Follow it down? No?
I don't know.
Did you go through a portal?
I did.
I don't know, man.
No, so we try going back into the portal.
Yeah, right here. I can see you.
All right, so I must have pressed the button extra and went in and came back out.
Yeah,
Came back
possibly.
in. My father, when I was a little kid, he used to say "Dankeschön" a lot. I'm sure you know what that is. Yeah, Dankeschön.
Yeah, Dankeschön. Thank you very much.
Dankeschön is how you say it.
Is it Dankeschön? Schon.
Dankeschön.
Yeah, schon, like shown, kind of, but not as hard on the O. Schon.
Done.
It means
Dankeschön.
it actually directly means that like beautiful thank you. Schon is beautiful, but they use it a lot when they mean like very.
They used to say Snell Rouse. What does that mean? Or am I pronouncing
Snell
it
is
right?
fast.
Okay.
Ross?
Yeah.
Probably just like hurry up. Like I tell my kids, mach schnell.
So pretty much he was saying a lot of stuff that I didn't know what the heck he was talking about. So
Yeah.
I found this out 2 years ago. I was like, wow. It was like my father's German, and he wouldn't tell me about it. But I knew he used to watch World of the Worlds. I don't know if you that was before your time.
Yeah, no, I know that.
And
I'm college educated.
he used to be fascinated with Hitler, and it used to scare the crap out of me because I didn't know what I was seeing when I was a kid. You know, so but the opening credits will be a bunch of people burning. Pictures would be burning, and I remember that as a kid, and it used to make me go to bed. I used to be frightened to go to bed because of those frightening images in my head of, you know, whatever. I didn't like what he was watching as a kid. So
Okay.
But as I got older,
My dad watched X-Files and I hated it.
Oh my god, I love X-Files.
X-Files or what's that? Like, what is that other one? The like stories that are like almost like folklore, and they're usually scary.
You don't like those?
No, I didn't like. No, you know, as a 7-year-old child, I did not like those.
No, I'm talking about now.
Oh, now I'm fine with them. I like them now, but as a kid, I didn't like those. They gave me nightmares.
So is it true that if Hitler wouldn't have went through, what's it called, the USSR at the time, or Russia, it said that he would have been able to take over the world?
I think possibly. And it definitely, you know, there's a historical precedence for not going through Russia in winter.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's when he made his mistake.
Yeah, like going through Russia in winter has never worked out for anybody, and Russians, they're not. They're more than happy to raise the ground behind them as they leave. So, if you don't, you know, what do they say? An army marches on its stomach, right?
Right.
If you don't have food, the army can't march. Nobody's gonna do anything if they're hungry.
Right.
Yeah, so Schnell means fast or quickly. And so I tell my kids mach schnell, which means like go quickly.
Right.
I tell them like when I want them to hurry up, I'm like mach schnell, mach schnell.
Am I pronouncing this right? Tag? Or how do you say that?
Guten Tag?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guten Tag is like good day. So Guten is good, obviously, and Tag means day. You could say Guten Morgen is good morning. And then Gute Nacht is good night.
Right. When I came out here, when I lived in California, it was Montana, was a lot of open field and horses, all kinds of stuff. So I think came out here around, I want to say before the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came out here, it was a lot of white people.
Yeah. It's not surprising.
I was born in LA, so but I had issues out there because nobody would accept me. They saw my father and then they saw me because I was so light-skinned.
Oh.
No one accepted me. And when I came in Fontana, I didn't
So
know
you're
about
fair-skinned then?
at the time, I was very, very, how can I say? I got so many people asking me in my mix, this, that, and the other. I still get that to this day.
I don't care.
Yeah, so because I have a European nose.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I could see that.
Out of my 4 daughters, 2 of them came out white and my 5th, 2 came out not dark at all, but more on the African American side. It was just beautiful. I have a twin brother and sister.
They're a mix of their parents.
Yeah,
you carry the genetics for it, regardless of whether it's expressed in your personal self.
Yeah, but it's a very dominant trait. I have a sister and brother. One came out black.
You missed a coffer, OG. You missed. I can't believe you walked past a chest.
I did?
There's a chest right here. You walked past it. Can you believe that?
Oh my god.
It's a village stone.
That has never happened to me before. It's all these stories. I'm listening to you guys talking about German and stuff.
Yeah, my brother and sister. I have a brother and sister that are twins. One came out white, the other came out black. The doctors stopped.
That's so neat that can happen.
Yeah, and it was just so day and night to this day.
That's amazing.
Solomon and Salome.
It sounds like it comes with some difficulties, though.
Wow.
I mean, I can only imagine I'm white as white can be.
My sister looked just like my father. Just completely beautiful.
Yeah.
She just took all of the German trait, so. But growing up, when I came out to Fontana, I was not accepted by the blacks, and I was not accepted by the whites, of course. The blacks, that hurt me a lot. I just didn't understand.
Yeah.
So guess what I fit in at? At the time, they called them geeks. So they accepted me. And that's what I fitted in. That's when I started playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
I started playing chess. This all was in the 6th grade, so I found my niche. So and it's been with me all my life. So I remember because I was, my father did a lot of showing me how to fight and stuff like that or whatever.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I started defending, since I was a geek, I started defending my geeky friends because I started getting really, really tall and really, really big.
Yeah, you sound, no offense, you do sound kind of like a big guy.
Yeah, so with my shoes, I'm like 6'4.5", 350 pounds, and I'm real tall, real big. I'm a big teddy bear, but do not cross me. So,
yeah.
I will defend my friends, but I'm a really cool guy.
And my husband's like that. He's 6'2".
I only go where I fit in. So, but yeah, I learned
fit
how
in
to
wherever
play
you
chess.
want to be.
I learned how to play chess very well because of my friends. They were colorblind. That's all that mattered.
Yeah. My son scared the crap out of me when he was little. So at one point, we're homeschooling, and I've always made it a point to talk about like eco-social justice and those kind of things with him a lot. And, like, he is a white boy, and like what responsibilities we have as white people to make sure that everybody's fair and that kind of thing. And when he was really little, I want to say he was like 3. Okay, he was tiny. We were just talking about the color of people's skin. And he was like, well, I think white skin's better. And I was like, no, no, no. And I think what he ended up actually meaning was that because he's white, he likes it. And so we ended up, this went on for like a year. And finally, when he was about 4 or so, because he's gifted, we were talking about pigmentation or something. I don't know. And we were talking about like it being an evolutionary advantage to help protect against, you know, sunlight or UV rays, but also the reason why a lot of people are very pale is because they would have lived in the further north in the hemisphere, and they needed more UV. And he was like, "Oh, that makes sense. Okay, it's fine." Like, I don't know why that was the thing that did it, but all I care is that it did it, and now he's, I mean, now obviously he's 14. He's a pretty good kid. Nice. He's very a humanitarian, actually.
Very nice. I see where he gets it.
He was like, when he was like 4, he wanted to picket Chick-fil-A. He didn't know what picketing was, and he said, we need to make signs and write them letters and tell them that they can't be like that. And I'm like, you want to picket Chick-fil-A? Funny.
Hey, after this run, do you guys mind if I try to get rid of my stuff because I am dragging? I gotta get rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 5 minutes after this.
Yeah, no worries.
Because I hit my limit.
Oh, are you at max encumbrance or whatever?
I didn't even realize I'm hitting that max.
Yeah. My husband is Eastern European too, I guess. He's a half Lithuanian and half Slovenian.
Okay. Does he speak it?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't. His grandparents came over. Oh. They wanted their kids to, I guess he said his mom knew some Lithuanian, I think, or some Slovenian. Sorry, she's Slovenian. It'd be kind of cool to learn it. We have a lot of, we have some stuff. I think we have a tape somewhere with somebody speaking in it. One of the family members. All right, lady, stop talking.
No, I'm enjoying the conversation. It's interesting.
I was talking to Isabella, but yeah.
Oh,
gee, what'd you do today?
I literally get off work and logged on. That was it. That's my day so far.
How did your review thing go?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's some disturbance in the force.
Oh no.
So we'll see. It's just it is what it is, and you know, when you work for a company of a big size,
I'm not sure what you do.
Changes just happen.
Are you like a salesperson? You were
Me,
talking about sales.
Technical sales, yeah.
Okay. What do you sell?
Telecommunications equipment.
Okay.
So my technical sales in our place is more like not selling a particular product, but more like coming up with solutions to whatever needs to be.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Done. It's not bad. It depends on, you know, like There's a lot of really boring stuff. Depends what you get to do.
Yeah. There are a lot worse jobs to have.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, for sure.
I sell things. I also make them and stuff too. But a
Somebody
little
go
different.
through something. Somebody go through something for getting these walls.
Yeah, we gotta go around and kill the edge things.
Yeah. These priests, there's I think 4 of them, and there's one left, I believe. Yeah.
There's one more. I'm just trying to get to him.
Got 5 guys running.
Ow.
They're not gonna win.
Okay, the portal is up.
Molly has a show in a couple weeks too.
What kind of show?
Dog show. Confirmation. So like the one you see on TV where they're running around the ring.
Cool.
Oh, she does Fast Cat at it as well, which is the sprint speed thing I've talked about. And she has found a trainer for hunting. We're gonna go see if that works out at the end of next month. So that would be neat if it does.
Nice.
Lost a little bit on how to train her.
That's a good name, Socially Soggy.
Yeah,
Say
that's pretty
that
good.
again.
Socially Soggy.
It's right here.
One of our DPS.
Oh, what about this? No.
Actually in a good spot. Well. Oh, I missed.
Sphere. Sphere has to go first.
Oh, punched me.
Doing that thing again.
Yeah, but now we do it with ads.
Uh-oh. Oh no! No! Not really fading me.
No, probably not.
No, it's not. Not in this one anyway.
Oh boy. Way over there.
Why do you have my name on day? My head, body, baby. Me want to die! Die!
What's up there, Aphrodite?
I don't know what I did. Damn it.
Oh boy.
Am I going to...
You're pretty
Oh,
far. You're 1.5
I
kilometers
don't know what
away.
I did. I'm sorry. Guys, just go without me. I'll figure it out. I apologize.
No worries.
I wish this game hurry up so I can change this names. And the only reason why I spoke that name because I accidentally picked a lady. I was trying very hard to get out of it and wouldn't let me.
I think they're gonna introduce this stuff in
Yeah,
one
more
of
than
the.
likely.
Yeah, it's on the roadmap.
And you're not
so...
the only one with like a female name, you know, character and all that. There's plenty of other people that way.
I did not do that on purpose. I figured it out. Oh, gosh. I'm just trying to get rid of some stuff right now.
Ow.
Wow, I get a lot of stuff real quick. A lot of skills. Somebody got a Gorgon here today.
In the guild or the company?
Yeah.
The Gorgon what, sorry?
Clear.
Yeah, somebody got clears today.
Oh.
I was happy to hear about it.
Nice.
Damn it. It's my fault.
Oh no! attention. She keeps trying to
Yeah.
make us go into that water.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody know if Grace is a good weapon?
Oh, what? Sorry?
Grace?
Brace?
Grace?
Yeah, Grace, the artifact great sword.
Oh, yeah, it's one of the best weapons in the game.
Wait a minute, I thought the one in the PvP was the best one to have.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends what you're doing, but they're both in the top 5, I would say.
Which one is better?
You know what? We'd have
Don't
to look.
The other one, don't it kills yourself? The PvP one?
I just knew she was gonna try to land on me.
I need to get out of this. I can barely hear you, man. Okay, we need to get rid of these pylons, or there won't be any place to fight.
Okay. I died.
Is it just me, or is there somebody else still alive?
Just you now.
Okay, this is...
It was just me and you. Now it's just you.
Okay. So that's gonna be tough. Because there's no safe spot. The cooldown on my... What do you call them? Potions is too long.
And at long last, the fools shall know their true purpose. That she would feast upon their souls!
Oh. Get off the bat. Man. And in the green. Okay. Down.
Oh,
You can't walk into that water. That water will kill you.
Get one dead. I don't know if I can get in there for you.
No, he's a little far in there.
oh shit. Is that what killed me?
Yeah, the water.
Yep.
Oh, dude. I thought that was that.
Nope, nope, nope. Okay.
Get off that section.
We made a pile now.
Yeah.
I thought I could heal through it.
No,
I realized,
it doesn't
why
go
am I
away.
losing my life so quick? I won't make that mistake again. I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
So you gotta be in a good spot with them. That's when you fight. No, I just gotta pay attention to the ground when I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Looks like you guys are gonna win.
Doesn't look like it to me. We'll see. We'll have to get off this section. Okay, Gidigi, if you want to go to the pillar and destroy it, otherwise we'll be running out of safe spots here in a second. And as soon as you destroy that one, destroy the new one. It's ready as well. So that's a wipe. Alright, so two big lessons out of that is do not go into the water. It will kill you. And when you fight on the safe spots, like this spot here, make sure you don't box yourself in when she starts the spinning thing. So you want to be close to one of the paths leading to one of the other safe spots, as opposed to being like between the safe spot and the outside edge. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And at long last,
We're missing somebody. Social Soggy's not here.
true purpose.
Leave.
It's already started.
That she would feast upon their souls.
Oh, he disconnected. Right.
Gotta try it.
Big mother.
Get off the section. And when that swordy stuff disappears, somebody has to destroy the pylon. You can't heal to. You have to get out of there.
Damn.
So when that swordy stuff disappears, we destroy that pylon too.
Too strong, buddy.
Perfect.
Fools! My power is endless! What? No! I am forsaken.
This shard of
Alright, so you get it done.
How much time I got to go dump some stuff?
Well, as much as you need. I
I don't want
need.
to be hurt.
I'm gonna take 45, 10 minutes. I need to talk to my son.
I'll figure this out real quick.
Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see. You guys just let me know when you're ready.
Whenever. It's,
You ready? Okay. Val, are you
I
here?
thought somebody else was in our
Nope.
club.
Nobody's saying anything so far.
Okay.
So, this week's mutation is fire.
Alright, I got it on.
Just so we're on the same page. And this is gonna be random, so we could get M1, M2, or M3.
Is Val on?
Sorry?
Is Val on?
I don't know. She might be still away, which is okay. We can just wait. She'll choose her role when she's back. Gives you more time to look through your stuff. Actually, that's a good idea. I should deposit some of this stuff too.
Hey, when is the event over?
I am not sure.
Have you been doing it?
I did it a couple times. Haven't done it in a little bit.
Did you get all the good drops?
I got some good drops. I don't know if there's more stuff to be gotten. That's good. I don't know, but all the equipment drops are pretty decent in it. So if you're looking to gear up, I feel like that's probably the best thing to do right now.
No, I'm fine. No, I was talking about the best thing that you could have gotten is the Golden Legion pickaxe. Did you get that?
I got the pickaxe, yeah.
Got the pickaxe too.
Yeah, I got the
I
statues.
just got it today. I got the statues today.
Nice.
I got them the very first day this came out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they all dropped. Very first run.
Wow. Very nice.
Okay.
Hey, is it true that after you get the Gorgon clear, you can make Gorgon stuff?
It is sort of true. if you are lucky enough to get the schematics to drop and your crafting is up to par, then yeah. That's a lot of ifs, though.
Got a new title.
Which...
Death personified.
Oh, that sounds serious.
Yeah. Might have to use that one. Especially as a healer.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd as a healer.
I don't know about that one, but
I'm doing it.
Do it.
There we go.
Oh, we're going somewhere. Barnacles and black powder.
Is there an NPC in this one?
There is an NPC?
No, not in a mute.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? What
like
I was talking about?
Request.
Oh, yeah. The NPC is right here.
So what is this one? Was this ancient, or what are these guys?
I don't think this is ancient.
No. What are they?
What a great question.
Lost?
Yeah, I think so.
They're kind of ghosties.
I think there might be. There's a couple beasts with the alligators and stuff.
Yeah, okay, well. I just wanted to put a ward on.
I'll do Lost.
Just a one, so it's not a big deal, but... Did Lost as well.
I never get to use the Lost one.
Hey.
Somebody's voting to abandon.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know
why? You have to go.
We're not abandoned.
Then why did you get in?
No. We're not stopping. Here.
You want to get somebody else?
Yeah, we'll get somebody new. I see a lot of that lately, where people join the queue, press ready, but as soon as it starts, they like have a problem.
Yeah. Well, we got somebody new, so we're good.
I think we're gonna be just fine.
We got crystallized ectoplasm.
I don't have ranged, so I can't do this one.
What do we need? Oh. Ah. Yeah. Not used to being the only range.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
Hey, OG, you never told me which one was the better weapon.
Sorry?
You never told me which one was the better weapon.
Well, because it depends, right? Like it really depends what you're trying to do. There is no best weapon per se, I would argue.
There is when you have like
Depends on the rest of your build and your playstyle, really.
Yeah, my playstyle now is I like killing myself, so I'm going to kill it. Do both
So
of the
leeching?
weapons have self-killing? Huh?
So leeching?
Leeching.
You want leeching on a lot of your stuff? That's what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... Well, first thing you need to do is you need to change your shield.
Why was wrong with my shield?
Well, you said it has extra threat generation on it.
Yeah, it has that one perk that I wish I could take off.
Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The first thing you need to do is change that shield, unless you're gonna be tanking. Other than that, I don't know. What I like when it comes to leeching is weapons that are fast, that apply a lot of damage in a short.
Spear.
Yeah, spear or a rapier with leeching would be pretty cool. Probably spear. I like spear a lot.
I was thinking about spear
Spear's okay, but
earlier
this thing
today.
used to be a lot.
It really depends on what your end goal is here. You know, are you trying to build a tank set or a DPS set or both?
A hybrid, like I'm able now to take on stuff that I wasn't able to take on before. In other words,
Well, that's fine if you're by yourself, but if you're in a group, then you need to pick one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm rocking right now.
What's that?
It's an off-tank build.
Yeah, I mean they're good up until a certain point where an off tank loses.
You lose DPS. Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends. Like it's perfectly fine here. It's perfectly fine in M1s. It's mostly okay in M2s, and at that point you like anything higher than that you start encountering content where it's pretty crucial that everybody does like their assigned role.
Yeah, you're gonna want to have the
You can have a set that's that's like the hybrid set, and then you can have a set that's for DPS and a set that's for tanking.
Yeah.
You know, and some of those pieces might be used in those other sets too. You know, so, I mean, I have.
But it also depends.
usually
Like
my sets for other stuff. But...
yeah, that's by far the best way to do it. But then again, like if you never plan to do raids, you never plan to try M3s, then you'll be fine. You know, with what you got.
This build is new. I've used it on the rapier set. You guys don't know this. It's different. This is life.
Life ring? I cannot.
I'm not hitting this hard with my, when I was
I need to turn the game down.
This right here is like I'm self-sufficient. Healing is wonderful, but man, when you're doing it by yourself, I love it.
Yeah,
Right.
like a soloing build is fun for sure.
if you're going tank, looking at like some good rings, I would say Blood Drinker is actually pretty good.
Which one?
So what's pretty good?
Blood Drinker?
Yeah, oh for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
Blood Drinker.
That's a great one.
And then keep, like I said, like with the Tanglevine Greatsword, its own healing, like what was it 25%?
What's it called
Hey,
again?
don't get me wrong. I like it when you guys can heal yourself. Like, that's not a complaint I have. But if we can't DPS things down, like there's some spots, you know, that that's gonna become a problem.
Even in M2s, you have bosses that are just a pure DPS jack.
Like, what's the one expedition where you have the two bosses? It's the Egypt one.
Oh yeah.
You get Hiru and stuff. If you can't get them both down at the same time, you're just gonna be sitting there forever.
Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, that's more of a timing thing with those guys, right? But there are bosses that are on an actual timer, like in
Yo,
Ga-
yeah, that too.
Garden of Genesis, where the dude goes underground and then pops up, and then you have however many seconds to DPS him down. There's no, there's like it doesn't matter what your healing is, or
You have what you have.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if you can't swing it, then you're dead, and that's all there's to it. But I mean, usually if you have an off-tank build, you already have a pretty good solid base, you know, and then small tweaks here and there, and
Yeah, some would be just a different shield for your DPS.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
a slightly different weapon or something. You know, that kind of thing.
It's honestly, if I was to like describe, it's kind of mindless. It's just great sword, and then you just keep on swinging, and you're mostly using a lot of your attack.
Yeah, that's true. I never tried greatsword tanking, but I heard it's pretty good.
It is. I just started using it.
I don't like mindless, that's why I heal. I want to have to think.
So on both of my weapons, the regular sword, I got the leeching, and then the great sword, I got the leeching.
Nice.
I mean, another good one would be the if you finisher, the finisher rapier, and the syncretic bow.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Right here. I have to finish it right here.
That's my DPS build right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole lot of bleeds. You're gonna mostly like Tondo and then fucking finishing flurry.
Yeah, I have a 725 finisher. That's what I mainly use, but I'm liking this better because with the finisher, I die a lot. I'm able to.
Right, so you're not as bulky. And some of
I'm
that
not
might
bulky.
just be because you're in random groups, you know.
Yeah,
You might not
I
have a
die
very good
so
healer.
much. I die so much. It's just ridiculous. Which one is wow.
What like armor level? So light, heavy, medium.
I'm all heavy.
Oh well.
On DPS, you're gonna.
You need to be medium or light.
Light for sure.
Yeah.
I would suggest featherweight.
I use featherweight also. You guys are. I need you to understand that I use featherweight in all my other builds or whatever. That's what I wanted to do something different. And I'm very happy.
No, I get it.
I went to YouTube, and I'm like, wow. He says the secret is to go all heavy and use a sword that's self-sufficient. And so when I tried it, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, no, I mean, lots of armor and decent blocking for sure. It's a nice sort of solo-friendly build.
It's the trade-off is you know, I can't, you know, maneuver fast enough. I don't have to because I could take a punch.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, once again, it
how they work.
Depends what you're trying to do, and
yeah, I'm not going to use this in a Orgon run. But what I'm saying is that
right.
If the healer dies, and I'm not drowning in the water or whatever, I have a chance of still surviving it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
So, with my build for my healer, I don't actually heal myself very often. Even when things are hitting me, I'll use a potion or something like that. But I don't have any single target heals either.
Like,
Just so you
you
know.
want to hear something funny? I'm not using any potions.
Really?
I've got a million potions. I don't
Me
care if I
too.
use them.
No, that's all
Use
I
them.
do is run through potions, but I'm not doing. I'm hardly using a potion every once in a while. And as
Uh-huh.
long as I got that stone thing with me, what's it called? You know, the one where you get
The honing
Oh, the
stone?
stone rune,
yeah,
Or
the heart
what are
rune.
we talking about? Oh, the heart. Oh, the heart rune
the
one.
gold touch, the oak flesh bomb.
Oh, okay.
I don't like this guy. Oh,
It's because you can't roll.
Yeah.
well, my old build, yes. That's all I did was roll. Like, you can put the target on me if you want to. You can put the target on me. I'm fine with that.
OG, you dodged out of my.
Yeah, I only dodge out of heals.
I know.
I just want to do a job.
I roll. I don't jump.
I would usually roll,
Yeah, but you can't.
but I can't.
Yeah.
Somebody shooting cannons at him.
Yeah.
Oh, he jumped. Shit.
Timed that one wrong. Coward.
Oh my god, that one was me. I missed that one. Hey man. Just trying to get it so you didn't get hit.
Ooh.
There's a keg next to you guys about to blow.
Got it.
Okay.
Was it just me or did he freeze?
He did.
did.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, he glitched for a second.
I think somebody used to move on him. I don't think it was a glitch.
Tried to land on me.
Dust face.
One more.
Got me.
Yeah, that was on me. I didn't even dodge.
I got him. Go fight the boss.
Spaced out for a second, just kept walking through the lines.
No worries, man. Shit happens. Aw.
That was fun.
Yeah, this is like an interesting dungeon, for sure.
Silly. It's a little bit silly.
It is, it is. But it does a good job at the pirate thing.
It does, yes.
Are these guys coming over or what?
Yep. Oh boy. I don't like this one.
You don't?
No. It's annoying. I don't have solo heals, so I'm trying to like put people in bubbles and make sure they walk across the right stuff. No, just this specific mechanic, I guess.
The puzzle thing.
Yeah, the puzzle. Yeah, it's annoying.
Yes, it is.
Who's that guy? No. Follow you? OG?
No. No.
No, I'm just
You just has to put
delivering.
it over there.
There we go, we got one.
$30 seconds. There you go.
We've got two. The third one is always a pain.
Yeah. Oh no.
What happened?
He died. He takes damage while he does that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to heal him, but
If you want to try it, go ahead. You grab the thing from the statue. Grab the thing from the statue and deliver it. You want to try it?
Yeah, I'll try it, I guess.
yeah. You gotta take it down there to that statue.
And avoid
Over
the
there?
lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it?
No.
Yeah. No. Go all the way into that little hole.
It's right here. Offer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Did you drop it? Jesus, guys.
I'll be dead by the time I get there. What the hell happened?
You have to avoid the lightning.
I don't know, man. Did you get hit by lightning?
Lightning.
I might have. I guess we
Yeah, you
just
got hit by
ended.
lightning.
Oh.
Want me to grab it?
Yeah, please.
I got 14 seconds till I can give you a bubble, though, man. Just so you know. Go for it.
Oh, that was smart.
Very nice.
Perfect.
Well done.
Thank you, thank you.
I have to be like weirdly strategic with my heals on that one because I don't have like a straight heal. He got you. I have to say, I honestly prefer you guys all being melee. It's so much easier to heal you.
Yeah, people are not like all over the place.
You're all in one spot.
Oh, take a punch.
Yep. I didn't see it, OG.
That's okay. It works out for me. It's all good.
Uh-huh. I'm just a poor healer over here trying to pay my way through Gorgon, okay?
Yeah, I'm gathering money too.
Yeah? What are you doing it for next?
Ideally, I'd like a shield. And then just light armor for my DPS build, which is my Gorgon
Yeah.
build. Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
That was weird.
He likes me.
Hit him.
Yeah, he just went right through everybody.
Yeah, he went through you too, Aphrodite, and he snapped at
Well, I
me.
wasn't paying attention. He came after me and I didn't even
Oh,
touch
you
him.
can't run through the twisters, man. They hurt.
Twisters are bad.
Yeah. Water spouts. Kind of, since they're in water. Bet she gets dizzy.
So she's supposed to be like a fish lady?
Yeah. This is like the bad side of mermaid, in my opinion. I did like half a world tour this morning.
Oh yeah, nice. That's
Yeah.
still like 2 hours or so, isn't it? Half of it.
Yeah,
3.
it is. I watched a documentary.
Documentary.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
what is it
I
on?
watched a documentary on the other screen.
What did you watch?
I watched. What did I watch this morning?
And where?
I watched one. Where? At
Yeah.
home.
No,
On my
which
second
streaming
monitor.
service?
Oh, I think Max. And I watched this one about this girl who was convicted, I guess, of oh shit, poisoning her ex-boyfriend's mom to death. Kind of interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank you.
So what did they come up with? Why did she do it?
They're not 100% sure. She says she doesn't do it, of course. And still claims that she's innocent and that the husband did it.
Oh.
Which actually kind of makes sense, but like there's a digital trail leading back to her that kind of negates that a little bit. But they think she did it because her ex-boyfriend cut it off with her and he wouldn't come back to her, so she decided she was going to make him lose something he wanted.
Wow.
I always think those are weird answers, but yeah.
She got him.
Who is she? Her name's Caitlin. Oh, I can't remember her last name, but the woman that she killed was Mary Yoder. It's in New York. I watch way too much true crime, guys. It's okay.
I love it.
Hmm.
Ooh.
What happened?
I got an artifact.
What'd you get?
Nice.
I got Void Dark Plate.
Oh, that's awesome for
What is that?
tanking. Tanking chest piece.
I will save that. Yeah. Like it's put in the save box.
Let's trying to figure it out. Which can you show it so I can see it?
Yeah, I can link it. Hang on. Figure out where it went. There it is.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, actually.
I'll be back
Reading
in
it
3
now.
minutes.
Okay.
My chat's not popping up. Why?
You might have to relog.
Hold on, I got it now.
Action.
All right, let's see. Who did you get? I don't see it in the chat.
It's in the company chat.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's in there. Somebody else
The
even
last-
commented.
The last person says okie dokie smoky.
Don't have that. You might need to reload.
Can you send it again?
Sure. Yeah. Here, I'll put it in the group chat. Maybe you can see it there.
I don't see it.
I think you got a relog, man. I know somebody else whose thing does that too.
All right, let me log out. You're gonna invite me back?
You'll still be in the group.
Okay. Right back.
Okay, I'm back.
Aphrodite's got a relog. This chat's messed up.
Where am I at? I'm at 30K.
Oh. More than me.
So, how much are those carries? 45 or 50? I forgot. 45, I hope.
48 was the last I got.
Oh, yeah?
At 12.
Still a while to go.
Yep. Yep. Alright, see if you can see it now.
Would you put it in the feed or global or company?
Group.
So group.
Group.
Oh, okay, that's it. Oh, this is one of the best pieces you can have.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I have that on now. I don't know. That's funny. What's the Void Dark Plate? And I have it on at 725.
Nice.
Yeah, I have this on right now. Let me see. I like because you get the 30%. Yeah, you know all that about that.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Good.
That's what I'm using as well.
Check mine's out.
I'm using featherweight.
No, that's what 99% of the times I use featherweight, but I was going online and I wanted to give this a shot to see if this will help me stay alive. And man, I'm not disappointed at all.
And strawberries are expensive. I need to go get strawberries.
Yeah,
I need to go get more strawberries and sell those.
Is there a place where there are a lot of strawberries?
There are a couple farms in Windsward.
Oh, wait a minute. What state are you guys in?
Like, where am I at right now? Oh, I'm in Arizona.
And I am in British
We're talking about
Columbia.
Strawberries in the game, though, is what I was talking about.
Oh,
But I would go
yeah,
for some real strawberries too.
I have some growing in the garden.
That's a pretty long walk for me, though.
I mean, offer's an offer, man.
That's true. Yeah. I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
I don't think it'd make it through the mail very well, unfortunately.
Yes, we need to like rent a private jet, hire some people, get those strawberries over
Make
here.
a specialized container for the
Yeah.
strawberry.
That's right.
It can be buckled into the seat on the plane.
Individually wrapped.
Exactly. I'm just looking at what I can sell. That's not gonna like kick me in the ass later.
like regretting selling it?
Yeah.
That's a good piece you got.
Hmm?
I max I would invest in that if I were you. In fact, when I was looking up all this stuff, it's even better than the Gorgon body part, and I have both.
Hmm.
Well, artifacts, especially the ones leveled up, are the best thing you can get.
Okay.
Yep. I'm trying to get so I can level up my life taker.
Life taker, staff.
It's a void gauntlet.
Oh, okay. I have that too. I don't think I leveled that up.
I just need the seals now.
I just wasn't a fan of it.
Hmm. It's my off
sorry.
weapon.
You know what? I take that back. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm about to link it to the chat right now. Sometimes I forget what I do from time to time.
You know what this whole chat did to me? Strawberries are good, but now I need ice cream. That's what I need.
Oh, strawberry ice cream.
I'm gonna send my kid on a mission.
That sounds delicious.
There you go. It's a good use for them.
That's right.
Hey, check out my life taker, and I don't even use it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that's probably what I need to be using with this build.
Nice, yeah. Like there are a lot of great pieces. It's just it really depends what you want to do. That's why I like this game so much. There's really no best thing, you know.
Yeah, I do like that you can pretty much do anything.
Yeah,
Within
you can
reason.
mix and match. I mean, literally anything. Some things will work better, other worse, but you can really do whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'm ready whenever
I'm
you
ready.
guys are.
Nobody in the gang wants to come join us. It's more fun with more people.
Want me to ask?
I mean,
I'll type it in there.
Okay.
Huh?
He's gonna type. He's gonna ask. You have a keyboard?
Yeah.
No, are you console or PC?
Console, PS5.
But you have a keyboard for it.
Yeah, I bought like a USB keyboard because typing on a controller is a nightmare.
It sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really sucks. Yeah.
Let's give people a minute, and if nobody says anything, we'll just queue up. Oh my god, I need that ice cream. God damn it.
Oh shoot. You know what?
Yeah, we don't have any right now either.
Unacceptable.
I have spaghetti right now.
Good spaghetti is good. Good food in general is good. Oh, that's right, you have your own eggs. That's fucking amazing.
It is amazing.
I've made pasta before. It's pretty damn good. Especially with like regular, like home eggs. Eggs for my girls. I don't think we're gonna get anybody.
Nah,
I think Runar stole them all.
that's okay. They can do their stuff. We need the money.
Mm-hmm.
You already got people already?
What?
You did that real quick.
They're all doing portal run.
What? I'll eventually be interested in mutations, but I need to relearn the standards and try newer ones first. I don't know what any of that means.
Mechanics are, I think.
Okay, well, I was gonna write in there. Our standards are very low. Come on in.
I have high standards. That's why you're
I
taking for me.
Oh, we're missing somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing somebody.
Oh, I think we already hit the thing now. Hit the timer.
Oh,
We
shit.
are missing somebody.
I guess it doesn't matter.
We're missing Bibbles.
This is a 2?
There they are.
Just
This is two.
letting everybody
See a
know.
difference in this?
Ooh.
Oh. Did we get ourselves into something stronger?
Yes, we gotta talk to the
because you did a
NPC
1,
here.
now we're in a 2.
There you go, now you can open the door. There you go. I wouldn't mind doing the portals too, but I definitely need money more than portals. Although that would be a good one.
I did portals this morning.
Oh, nice. We could do the thing when we ran right through it, but I'm afraid somebody would get left behind. Things would get ugly.
Oh, they have that vampire stuff. You're basically doing what we're.
Nice drops, though.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Oh, perfect.
lot out of it.
This is gonna be a little messy. Should be fun.
Yeah. How's your controller today?
Sucks.
Mine? Oh,
Yeah. Those just having issues.
I gotta constantly turn right, otherwise it rotates to the left.
You got drift.
Yeah.
I died. That was gnarly. Can you get that guy throwing shit? Grenadier?
What is it? This one?
Yeah, that one. He's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
He's trying. He said it wrong. It's not yahaha. It's yo ho ho.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh. Okay.
So stay with all.
Hey man, how's it going? How did your stream go? It's an interesting game, by the way, that you were playing. see a doctor tomorrow. Good stuff.
How old's your son, OG?
He is 14.
Oh, same age as mine. Man, that one went flying. Isn't 14 fun?
It's different. It just really made me feel sorry for what I put my parents through.
Yeah, it does, right?
It really is. It just puts everything in perspective. And yeah.
Very humbling having a teenager.
Oh my goodness. Is it ever? Jesus.
Toddlers and teenagers, they do it.
So my daughter's going through it with her daughter, my granddaughter.
Uh-huh.
She's 13, going on 15.
My son's really good, actually, but, like, sometimes the sass.
Yeah.
She likes to talk
The
back.
sass is what gets me. He's right behind me, so you can totally hear me talking shit about him, too. Probably staring at the back of my head right now.
And some of their friends are always just special.
So I homeschool. So I can be a little more picky about who he gets to be friends with, I guess. And he's a very homebody. He mostly plays video games, and then he, there we go. He has a bestie that he talks to, but he also does fencing. His like, I guess social time is more like structured.
That's good. Keeps him away from trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so he does fencing and he does 4-H. If you know what 4-H is.
I don't know.
Kinda. It's not scouting, but it's kinda like scouting.
I was trying to think of words that start with H. Nothing good came to mind.
Oh. It's like your hands are for helping, your heart is for caring, or something like that. There's 4 different H words that they actually utilize. Yeah, and it's kind of just about becoming a good citizen. But they do a lot of like the animal projects. So instead of getting badges, you do a project.
So it's
but
like
he does
Scouts?
kind of, but it's not, and it's for everybody. Like it's not gender specific. So he does air rifle with them too. Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, and he likes that, I think. He's a little bit of a hard kid sometimes. He's an I don't know kid. You know, you ask him like, well, what do you want to do later? I don't know.
I don't know.
What'd you do in your class today? I don't know. What kind of homework do you have to do? I don't know.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
What's your favorite color? I don't know. What's your son's favorite too? I'm not alone.
Yeah.
It's a little bit infuriating. Like I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, it's hard to remain civil when that's the answer to pretty much anything.
Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly.
But like you said, it's a very humbling experience.
Yeah. I think that the toddlers were humbling because that was when you learned that you can't actually make another human being do anything that they don't want to do. You try to figure out how to convince them, or you have to drag them.
The only thing that I will remember forever from the toddler time is I actually found out limits as far as how long I can stay awake. It's amazing. Without sleep.
Oh. How? Why didn't you sleep?
My kid didn't sleep.
Because they didn't sleep? Oh,
the first time he slept was when he was like 3 or 4.
Oh man.
It was
So my
just
son
brutal.
was like a clinger for sleeping for a long time, but then once we did move him to his own bed, he actually did better than me. Because he slept in our bed for the first 2 years. He did better than I did. The first night, he was fine. He was sleeping in his little bed, and he shared the room with my daughter at the time. And after about 4 hours, I was like, nope. Went and grabbed him. Like, nope. So.
Yeah. Lots of special moments. Left, right, and center.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's learning to be a pilot though, which is kind of cool.
That's pretty awesome, yeah.
Yeah, he wants to work for. He wants to put out fires, firefighting, pilotry, forestry piloting, I guess. Ah, 2 in a row. They're standing in the green. There you go. This grenadier man. Are your kids hard as teens, Aphrodite?
My oldest one was. All my 4 daughters. I lost 2
Yeah.
daughters. I think 8 and 9.
Trial by fire.
My oldest one, to this day, she's still with me. That's why her daughter's getting her hard.
Of course.
They say whatever you do to your parents,
Is that you reap what you sow? Yeah?
Exactly. My youngest one is my 25-year-old. She's more mellow, a lot mellow. She didn't give me a hard time if she's younger. I don't know. I just think that this generation is terrible.
You think they're terrible?
I think so. Not everyone, but most because
I think they're different.
Yeah, they're different, and not only that, they have their own way. And it's, I guess in a way, it's nothing wrong, but almost as if they just don't want to listen. And then when something does happen, they need your help. Get out of the situation.
See what you're saying?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people in my generation had to raise themselves a little bit.
Oh, yeah. That's what's going on now.
And so they don't know, they have a hard time figuring out how to be a parent.
Right.
I wouldn't say they're bad, but I also, young adults are my favorite people.
Well, I didn't say...
If I'm teaching and stuff like that, they're my favorite.
Well, if you had to think back, like I said, not all kids are bad. It sounds like you guys got some good kids or whatever. I'm talking about the generation. If you had to compare this generation to the other ones, and from my experience, this is the worst generation I've ever seen. And I hear a lot other older people say the same thing.
What do you mean by
I would
worse?
argue that a lot of other older people say that every time there's a new generation, though. I mean, everybody would know, millennials are horrible.
Well, things are getting bad. It's, some people are blind to it, and they don't want to see it. I see it, and I'm not oblivious to it. So when I say this generation, they don't have no regard for authority. they don't want to listen. That's killing.
Well,
Going on.
could be part of the be somewhat like the way that people are teaching them slightly different morals. So like I don't teach my kids to automatically respect authority or to respect adults. You know, respect is earned, it's not just given. They can be polite.
But you could be polite, but at the same time what I'm saying is that there's a loss of deep respect for your parents in this generation. And I don't know if you're a spiritual-minded person.
Not. Quite the opposite.
I'm saying that it's if I you know, it's like I said, no disrespect. I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. It's just that it depends on your spirituality, on what you believe and what you don't believe. I believe like we're in the last of the last days, so I live or die to see it. I really believe that this generation, it just doesn't have, it doesn't, you know, and it's every age, but this generation, there's no intense love for one another, for your, you know, your.
Oh, I would beg to differ.
Your fellow neighbor and stuff like that. Like, it's just, you know, a person have more love for their animals and stuff like that than their fellow man. You know, and you know, there's a lot of people out there that help people and this, that, and the other, but for the most part, I've never seen so much people that don't care for one another. And, you know, there's unwanted pregnancies and people are dressing any kind of way nowadays. And practically just, I would say, you know, just
unwanted pregnancy has to do with access to birth control and sex education, and not really anything to do with respect.
Majority of people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it's making it bad for the few that are doing what they're supposed to be.
What do you think they should be doing?
What they should be doing is taking the time to reflect and to listen. Is what they should be doing.
No generation has ever done that.
Well, okay, that's exactly, you just saw, you know, what I'm trying to basically.
People have to make their arguments, but I think that this generation deeply cares about each other. You know, I just finished my degree, and I was at university with a lot of 18 and 19-year-olds, and a lot of 18 and 19-year-olds can be very callous, but I did see a lot of, you know, care and respect and understanding and wanting to learn from each other and that kind of thing from them as well. So,
okay,
you know,
well, you said you saw a lot of people.
Yeah, I was at ASU.
Okay, I get where you're coming from, but on a wide scale, do you think that's the case?
I think at the base of it, I think people are good.
No,
I think some people don't know how to be good, or what to do.
I respect what you're saying.
I will say that I've seen more 18, 19, 20, even younger than that, whatever year olds, care about people who are homeless or have mental illnesses than I have ever seen anybody 40 plus.
I lost 2 daughters to a disease, very devastating disease.
I'm not saying it's you, I'm just saying.
And
you know,
the thing about it is things are worse. It's worse. And I've lived, you know, half of a century, so I've seen it all.
Sure.
And I've seen things where I'm like, wow, things are not getting any better. And things are about to get a lot worse, especially with what the president is, you know, starting to, what he's, you know, attempting to do and doing it, you know, doing with Canada and Mexico.
Yeah, but he's not this new generation, is he? And the people who are doing those things are not from the latest generations.
Yeah, but those
people are all 60, 70 years old.
Yes, and the 70-year-olds will tell you that this generation is the worst by far.
Right, but the 70-year-olds are the ones who are making the world bad, from what you just said.
No, the 70-year-olds are looking back, saying, hoping
Trump
that
is
something.
70. He's like
No,
74 or
70-year-olds are
something.
hoping that something. What a lot of people are hoping that God will intervene. Is what I'm basically saying. So
Okay.
I really believe that things are, like
Got
I
these
said,
mobs.
every year it's getting hotter.
Oh shit. Yeah, global warming.
Yeah.
We have to believe in science.
I believe in science. I believe in
Yeah,
God.
a lot of people don't.
I believe in God. Like I said, I respect what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put that
Like
down.
everybody, I'm in a lot of, I'm in like different chicken groups to take care of my chickens and stuff like that to keep abreast
that's
of
another thing
information.
too.
So there's like the avian flu going on. There's so many people who don't believe it's real and get so mad about it. And then they're the ones who are not instituting any kind of biosecurity in their flock.
Yeah, so like I said, when that happened with the chickens and stuff like that, look what happened. And remember what happened 4 years ago with the deadly disease. And America, the world didn't know what to do with that. And unfortunately, it killed my father.
Sorry.
And I was saying to myself, wow. Like I said, it stems from what you believe in. And like I said, it was killing millions of people. People are not really talking about it. It's still killing people.
Yeah.
And like
That's
I
because
said,
they'd rather put their head in the sand.
That's true. So
about
that's my point
about
that I'm trying
COVID.
to say.
But it's not that this generation that's doing that. It's the older
No,
generation.
I said that I didn't exclude other generations. What I'm saying is
Okay.
this is the worst generation.
Because I was in university during COVID. And it was the older people who were not taking the precautions. All of the kids, the young people, they were the ones for taking the precautions. They were the ones being careful.
Let me ask you a question. Like
I got COVID while I was at university twice.
I caught COVID twice, and I did not do good at all.
No,
fact,
I'm still fucked up from it.
I really thought I was going to die, and I really think that the effects are still with me after all this time. And I can't believe in 4 years, 5 it's gone by that quickly.
Well, yes. I mean, it is. We know that it can have long-term symptoms, and I mean, I have long-term symptoms. I have a really hard time with like high pollution areas now.
Yeah, because
and when I get sick, it goes straight to like my lungs.
Yeah, my
short of
lungs
breath
are
and stuff.
bad because I have asthma, so it complemented. I think it drived on people that had underlying conditions.
I smoked for 6 years, 2 packs a day, so that's why.
Well, I didn't smoke. My father did, so I was always going back and forth to the hospital because I was always having an asthma attack. But his chronic, not chronic, his chain smoking just triggered it. So my asthma is triggered by people that I try to stay away from people that smoke.
I like this kind of. I like conversations like this, to be honest. I like to hear other people's.
Everybody's point of on their beliefs, this, that, and the other.
What people believe in.
Everybody's got an opinion, and I respect it. I think the problem is that people don't generally respect other people. They ought to want to be always right and wrong. Instead of having an open two-way communication.
I respect people until their opinions hurt people.
Well, sometimes if I sit up and say, hey, people are going around killing people, and yes, it's happening in all generations or whatever, but this is a generation where anything goes. I don't think there's no morale.
We actually have less crime right now. We have more crime in the 70s and 80s than we do right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, if you're a religious person, they say things will get way worse than they ever been. And I believe
First one down.
Love the backup.
First one down.
Love the backup. You got double bubbled.
I got double bubble.
No, OG did.
Oh, I feel the
one of our-
love.
Same little trick thing again.
I feel the love.
No, I'm just enjoying it.
Double bubble.
So
Ah!
what generation
No.
do you think is the worst then?
I don't think any generation is better or worse. I think
Are you
right
saying
now that
it's
the boomers are making some pretty poor decisions.
the baby boomers?
Yeah. But I don't
So
think any generation is worse or better. I think just like with humans, is a vast range of people. I mean, you can't just say like, well, all people who have chickens are idiots or something like that. You know, it just
there's a
doesn't
lot of
work
good
that
people,
way.
but
I know at least one that isn't.
Is it me?
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Well, I just don't want this to be where I don't want to hurt your feelings or say anything that you're going to take offensive. That's the problem with America nowadays. Like I could say a joke and you may get offended. That's why I got to be
So it
careful.
depends on what you're joking about or something too. Like,
But no, but see, here's the thing. Sometimes,
I lost
like
it.
this is my philosophy on this, and I could be wrong about it, and I apologize before I say anything that you like. I don't want to have nothing to do with this guy anymore. If you're gonna go, if you love comedy, I love comedy. If you're gonna get offended, don't go, don't watch it. If you're that way.
Yeah.
I
But
enjoy
people
comedy as
will-
well, and I think there's a way to have comedy and be respectful at the same time. It's not hard.
I
But
think
my issue is, I guess the things
I
I get
keep
offended
losing
at
it.
are like, my goodness, yes, I'm having a hard time.
if you're
Who else
the
wants to try?
offended, or if you're the offensive type of person,
Nobody.
then I really believe that you should not go to these comedies or whatever. But people will sort of say, well, I can do whatever I want to do and be honorary about it. I'm like, okay, well, that's like an oxymoron. So it's like, just because you feel that way doesn't make it right.
Ah,
So comedy, I just think people need to learn to laugh at themselves. I can laugh
would-
at myself.
sure.
Now,
It would be
But if
hard.
you make a joke about somebody's sexuality or mental capacity, I don't know, that's not funny to me.
Okay. And I
You know, my
respect that.
daughter has special needs, and I don't
No,
think
but
it's
I
funny
don't-
when people make
When
jokes
you're
about
talking
retard.
I don't think that person is talking about your daughter per se. You know, so because now that word is a
I
bad
mean,
word.
some things just hit home harder than others, right? For different people.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's because, like I said, I get it and I understand, but at the same time, why set yourself up for it? Don't. If you know that the world's like that, and you know you're going to get offended,
Well, why can't we
because
make the world
you're
better?
already, well, the world's not getting any better. And people don't
Well,
want
why
to hear
can't we
that.
make it better?
I want to, but I believe that the only way it could get better is not by imperfect people. I think God is going to have
Oh
to
my
take
god, that
care
was
of it.
close.
Oh my God.
That was so close. This is probably the best way to do it. Not try to go around, but like just come up here.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my God!" When I said God,
No. Okay, so I'm not religious. I'm an atheist.
and that's
And so is
fine.
my husband.
That's fine.
And that's fine. But I would argue that if you think that God has to fix it, what is the meaning behind not saying that God could work through people to fix it? Why does God himself have to come here and destroy it in order to fix it?
Well, why
You
not?
just-
Would you want your father to help you if you needed
There
help?
we go.
I would want
Actually,
my father
no,
to help
but
me. Okay. Well, there you go. Me, if I need help, I'm going to ask
Sure.
for the help.
right.
And
But why can't the
Because
way that God fixes the world be through people? If that's
I
your
don't want-
argument.
No, it's not an argument that I'm having.
I'm not having. I don't mean like we're fighting. I'm being philosophical here. I'm genuinely not arguing with you.
being hypothetical.
Yes, so I'm saying, why? What about
Oh, I got
this?
it.
Ah!
Yeah, keep talking. It's okay.
Why? I mean, we could.
What about
we could,
what about your worldview prevents a possibility where your God is the one who works through people because he's supposed to work in mysterious ways, right? Maybe he works through people, and those people he's supposed to work through are the people who are trying to make things better.
Okay, so before I answer that question, you don't believe in God, right?
No, but I grew up going to church.
But the thing about it is, you can't say any of that if you don't believe in God. All I'm basically saying is, if you don't believe in God, then that defeats that whole conversation. So, if
No,
I do
because
believe
it's
in
still
God,
real for
if you
you.
did, if you did believe in God, would you rather put your trust in man, or would you put your trust in the Creator?
Well, I mean, the creator's the one who made man, and he made everything in
Yes,
his
but see,
image.
here's the thing: when they made the atom bomb, was it intended to help people, or was it intended to
No, the guy
destroy?
who made it felt horrible about it.
I
Well,
know, so
He
that's
felt
my point that
horrible.
I'm trying to make. So
Sure.
God, God, if you believe that in God, I think that's the key. And He gave you the choice to make, and a lot of people made bad choices. When it starts getting to the point
Okay.
where the world is suffering right now because of what man is doing to it right now, would you agree to that?
Okay, well then I actually have a different way to
Like
put
you
this
just
for
said a
you.
few seconds ago
Very
about
simple
the
way to put
ozone
it.
layer. Man is not
That's
doing
global
anything to
warming.
fix that right now.
Well, we're trying, but there's a lot of people fighting against it.
Well,
So,
it's
but
not.
here's
It's
the question though. Do you think if you spill um, a a cup of milk on the floor, that you should then take the cup and throw it on the floor so it shatters and dump the rest of the milk out?
what I'm basically saying is this: if you
I know what
believe
you're
in God,
saying. I completely understand what you're saying. You're saying that the world is going to hell, and the only way to fix it is for your God to come down and have revelations.
well, I'm
I've
gonna.
gone to all kinds of different churches.
No, I'm not talking about the church. What I'm talking about is, you just said maybe 10, 15 minutes ago that we're ruining the earth.
Sure,
Basically, you said that it's getting hotter every year.
but there are a lot of people who are not and who are
We
working
can
to fix
fix
it.
it. We can fix it, but because greed rules this world, we could fix a lot of things. People are dead,
So
missing, that came up with the cure for AIDS and various cancers and stuff, but they rather
right.
make a profit. They rather make a profit by barely keeping you alive and take your money versus solving issues. So that's not working. They're
Well,
not
okay,
fixing the
but
ozone. We're trying to fix it, but it's not good enough.
right, but you're
If
throwing
we
the baby
don't,
out with the bathwater.
if we don't do some things sooner than later, then our children are going to suffer. We'll
Right,
be
and
dead
that's
and
what I'm
gone,
saying
but
is we should do something, and what you're
we
saying is that
should.
there's
Can
nothing
we?
we can do.
Yes. Yes. We should. Can we? Yes, we can. But it would take a person that have a love to do it. And you see that they don't
I
have
think
that
there are a lot of
particular
people who
level.
do.
Well, there's a lot of people that do, but it's not enough. And like I said, our grandchildren are going to be the ones that suffer the consequences for this.
oh,
Oh, it's mine! It's mine! It's mine! It's
oh,
mine!
God damn it!
So whether you believe in God or not, like I said, every year it's getting hotter, more
Uh-huh.
earthquakes, there's more disasters everywhere. Look what happened in California with the fires and stuff.
Yeah.
There's never been a time where there was more tornadoes and stuff like that. The world is trying. The world can fix itself, even if that means we go extinct. And that's where we headed. We're headed where we're going to we're going to go and extinct ourselves like the dinosaurs.
I would
And
argue
that's
that
a
there are
fact.
more
That's
options
not my
than that. The
opinion.
dinosaurs didn't extinct themselves. They got hit by a meteor that caused massive changes to the Earth's atmosphere
And
and blocked out the
we're
sun so
gonna
that
blow each
vegetation
other.
couldn't
We're
grow.
gonna with all these atomic bombs that we have, and we have it in the millions. We're gonna end up being like the dinosaurs.
Okay, so
So
the Cold
they don't
War.
know that for a fact. That's not a scientific fact that Peter came down and destroyed dinosaurs.
It
They were
is
still like, it's
it is
not
a
a fact. I would
it
like
is
to
a very
believe that.
plausible theory.
It's a theory. Is the key word. It's a
Well,
theory. It's not a.
everything's oh my god. I'm not gonna
No,
argue.
no,
I'm not
it's
gonna
not a
argue
theory.
scientific theories versus fact.
So
In
which
order to
one
be
do
a
you?
theory, it has to have proof.
There's no proof.
There is.
Well, is there proof that God exists?
No.
But there's proof that the dinosaurs got killed by a meteor.
Yes.
Okay. I respect that. But with my opinion, and I'm not going to sit up and say you're wrong for yours, that's the problem nowadays, because when a person hears another person's opinion, that's where all the judging and
Well, I don't
criticism
think
come
any
in.
less of you right now than I did before. I just don't agree with you.
No, but it's
And
possible. That's all I'm saying.
But I think
Yeah.
it's mostly going the other way. I don't see a lot of atheists or people who are very science-minded being mean to people who are very Christian-minded. I see it the other way.
The world is a very, very, very bad place. And
But it
if
can
you
also
don't
be a very
warn your
good
children,
place.
it can, but it's not. And that's the reality. And at the end of the day, if you're not preparing your children, because this world is a beast. And if we're not preparing our children that it's not time and that it can swallow you whole, that's the problem. And the thing about it is, people are doing things, and it's, I think it's really, really sad. It's lots of people, millions of people that are suffering as I speak. Homeless problem, they haven't solved it. Man can't even solve that issue. You
Oh,
would
he
think
could
that,
solve it, but nobody wants to pay for it because they don't want to spend their money.
yeah. So
But
that just
mostly
goes.
those are the really high-ranking, like, Christian political people.
Why?
I
Well, how
mean,
come they
you look
can't?
at
How come they?
AOC, it's really working hard for that kind of stuff.
How come they're not solving these problems? And this problem's been around since the beginning of time. How
People
come
are
they
trying to
can't
solve
even?
it. There's actually there's a place in Oregon that's actually really cool. It's like they made a bunch of tiny houses in a neighborhood, and they have support there for people, and they help you try to find a job. They help you with mental health care and all that kind of stuff, but they haven't instituted it because nobody wants to pay for it.
And I think that's pretty sad.
Yeah, I'm
I
fine
really
paying
do.
for it. It bothered me.
I really think I think it's really, really sad. We put all the billions of dollars into war and stuff like that. All the wars that are going on in this world and stuff like that. We're not blind to that. I mean, we're blessed to be in the situation that we're in right now. But, you know, anything can happen, and I don't wish it on my worst enemy. So all I'm basically saying is that this world is not, it's not rainbows, it's not pretty at all. It's not, you're talking about all the good stuff, which is wonderful, it's positive or whatever. But I look at it on both sides. Mankind is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not taking care of the beautiful world that they're supposed to be taking care of. And it's getting sicker every year. And this world is going to do something about it. And we're going to be the ones, we don't blow ourselves up.
Yeah.
Like I said, we can blow ourselves up a million times over with all the atomic power. I need to pay attention.
Are we lack severely in DPS output.
No, I'm mumbling at the mouth. We could take this guy out easy. Sorry. I'm just finding this conversation exhilarating. So I like Val's
Positivity. Val believes
I love her thinking.
that
I
things
love her thinking on those subjects.
you have to believe in
That's all
something.
I'm saying. I don't want you to be upset with me or mad because I gave my opinion. I don't want that.
Listen, I don't worry about Val. I'm gonna be upset if our DPS output doesn't increase. Okay,
All right,
let's,
boss.
do this. God damn it! What the fuck is happening here?
My bad.
But I don't know. I mean, you guys are. This is interesting to listen to because you guys are represent. You know, maybe not polar, not polar opposite views, but you know, not the same views.
I respect,
which
like I said,
makes it.
I've lived life, so what I'm basically saying is you're very smart, very articulate, very knowledgeable. I just know that I've been in situations where we have conversation and it turned terribly wrong because people,
For sure.
Yeah, people don't want to respect each other's point of view, and I just think that that's the problem with this world
It's-
nowadays because we don't know how to love one another.
It's almost a lost art having a conversation with somebody you disagree with and not taking it on a personal level. Like, very few people are capable of having conversations like that.
Yeah, so I just want to be able to, interesting how it came up, but I really believe that we just forgot. And like I said, nowadays, you know, it's complicated now. We got all this different types of, you know, it's not one or it's not two sexes anymore. It's something else now. And I don't know if that's incorrect or correct. I just know that people are more based on how they feel, and you know, it's a very complicated situation now. So I don't care what you believe.
Well, I think that's one thing we can all agree on. It's complex situation for sure.
Yeah, so it's like I had this guy come into my job and identified as a female. Well, the females wasn't comfortable about him going into the women's bathroom, and I understood that very well. So it's like, wow, this is complicated, and you got to be very sensitive to that, whatever, and you have to be sensitive when you're having a conversation with people. You know, somebody says they don't believe in God, you have to respect that. Have to. You don't have to agree with it, but at the end of the day, I think that's where this world goes wrong. They don't respect one another, regardless of what it is. You know, so because I believe in God, I say, you know, if we're not doing what we're supposed to do, like parents, our job is to make sure that our children have the best and they do what they're supposed to be doing. If they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, they veer to the left. We try to help them steer to the right. You know, so, and I believe in God, and because we're not doing what we're supposed to do right, that's where I put my trust in, that, okay, if we don't do, He entrusted us to do, we should act right, we're not acting right. I'm not talking about you per se. I'm saying that the world's not acting right, our leaders are not acting right, they're not taking care of the world like they're supposed to, taking care of the people. Then the parent, which is God, it will do something about it. And one would argue, well, how come not right now? He's right. He's being patient, hoping that we do the right thing. And there's a lot of good people that are trying to do the right thing. But the way I see it, the superpowers may be, they're not doing the right thing. So I'm sad by this. You know,
I honestly think that's another thing we can all agree on. People with the money are just not doing the right things.
Exactly. So
some are trying, but
not, there's consequences to the action, and people are going to suffer more. How do you pronounce it? Tarps and all that. It's unnecessary. We already got enough problems already as it is. You know, Tesla. It's. I found out today that they're going to be suffering too, and I'm like, wow. It was a guy's name, Eli. They're their own problem. So your own company is going to suffer, and you're the one you and Trump is running. So that's like, wow. And I'm like, wow, it's incredible. Like, wow, your own company suffering for something that you're actually doing. Yeah, I told
Yeah.
you.
Personal actions have consequences.
Yeah, I told you this guy was easy.
Easy.
I wasn't running around the first time around. I was deep into the conversation. It was so good.
That was I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you. I don't
I
want you
feel
guys being mad.
I disagree with both of you. Just just so you guys know, but I find this conversation really cool. I don't know. I always
Well, with the disagreement, I'm hoping to hear your side of the equation. Then
there's nothing more boring than listening to two people with the same opinion talk. It's just boring. So this was interesting. No, well, you guys have the polar opposite opinions on stuff, so I find this interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm
I'm selling my kid to get me strawberry ice cream.
Yeah. Like from your house or down the street?
Down the street. We have no ice cream here. Yeah, I know.
No. Bummer. My kid would have to walk a mile to get to get ice cream.
To be honest, that's probably for the best.
We got cut off when OG disagreed with myself and Val, so I'm curious.
I disagree with. Well,
Really expose them to a whole lot of religion until they're a bit older.
I'm back.
And like if my son was like, I'm a diehard Christian, I'd be like, man, if it makes you happy and you're not hurting anybody, that's all I care about.
Yeah, I never forced religion on my kids either.
Yeah, so
they had to make. I just did the best that I could. So
right.
At the end of the day, you know, I taught them self-reliant. So, you know, that's what they wanted to do. Then I'm all for it. You know, so if my daughter says she don't want to do it anymore, that's her decision. You know,
yeah.
So I'm not a diehard holy roller and this.
I'm back. My game crashed.
I just believe that if I'm here, what makes me so special? Why am I existing?
Let me list the ways.
Let me tell you, my answer to that for myself is nothing. I'm a big cosmic accident. It's pretty fucking beautiful because of science.
You know what I'm interested in? OG's point of view on it.
Oh yeah. What do you think?
He disagrees. He disagrees.
Are you religious?
With us both. No, he said he disagrees with us both. So that's what's got my curiosity to the 10th power.
10th power. Holy moly. Religious to me would mean that you go to church. And that yeah. I'm not.
Are you spiritual?
Yes, absolutely, for sure. Yeah.
before you go on, there's a lot of people that don't believe in going to a church, but they think the religion is in themselves,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Uh, like all of the topics covered
I
in
don't
this
go to church.
conversation, this one also is complicated.
Of course it
But
is.
I did really like what Val said like half an hour ago, where you guys were talking. You guys were making two different points. You were making a point that God has to change something essentially, and Val said that God could change something through people, through a person.
Yeah.
Which I think that's a beautiful way to look at it.
No, it's guess what? We hope that our children do the same. That they will, when they get older, that they take it upon themselves to do the right thing by doing, what Val was basically saying. I'm not saying she was wrong about it at all. I support that. But what I'm saying is, we all can agree that the powers may be is not doing that. So who's going to do something about it to make those changes?
I think the evidence that people in power and people with money are letting us down is all around us. That's what I believe.
Okay, so do you think things are getting better, or do you think things are getting worse as far as the world is concerned? I'm not talking about a part of the world where it's thriving and doing really good, this, that, and the other. I'm talking about the whole world.
I think the whole world has sucked a whole lot from the very beginning.
Yes.
And that nothing's fair because nothing was ever meant to be fair. Because from my point of view, I see where we are evolution, right? So survival of the fittest is the name of the game here. And humans are at the top of the ladder because we have big brains. And we are able to use those brains in a multitude of ways to conquer almost any biome. Whereas that's just not the case for a lot of other animals. So they haven't had that opportunity to just spread like we have. If you take a wolf from Canada and throw it into the Arabian, it's not going to do well.
That is true.
It's probably
unless you
going
teach
to die.
it Arabic.
It's probably going to die.
Yeah.
But if you take a person from Canada and put them in the Arabian desert,
they're not gonna last. They are not gonna last.
They might be able to find a person, but we have people.
That's true.
We have tribes and things like that all over the freaking world.
That's the biggest danger.
Even if you stuck a wolf in the Arabian with, I don't even know what kind of desert dogs or something, it still wouldn't do well because it doesn't.
No, you're right. We all kind of animals specialize, right, to their environment, kind of evolve around they're shaped by their environment.
And we're generalizers.
Yes,
we're generalizers as humans. So, that's actually interesting side fact. Why our babies are so helpless when they're born is because their brains are so big that if they were born at the same kind of age developmentally that other animals are born at, women wouldn't be able to give birth to them.
Yes, that is very true. That's very true.
Do you believe it? OG, do you believe in God?
I do, yes.
Okay, so would you put your trust in God, or would you put your trust in man? With the evidence that's presented in front of you, and we're the same age, you and I, and not to put her age down because she's well past. It seems like
she's wise beyond her years.
She has a very, very old soul. That's okay. So yeah, you do have a Toys R Us. We all have Toys R Us kids.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be a Toys R Us kid by heart. But what I'm basically saying is, I'm giving you a compliment right now, Val. That talking to you is like and take this as a compliment, like you're 50 or 60 years old. Like
because I use my brain.
Already. Okay. Anyway, that was a compliment. You're conceited also, by the way, which is a good thing. So, but what I'm basically saying is this. My question is, would you put your trust in God, or with the evidence that's presented to you, what things are going, Would you put your trust in God to fix everything, or man? That's my question.
Hard question.
I don't know how to answer
that
it.
God has the power. Well, first of all, do you think God has the power to fix it?
Feels a little bit revival-y.
I don't think it's all that simple. I feel like if I don't put my faith in humanity, I'm just letting God down.
How?
I like that answer.
And everybody who came before me. Which doesn't mean I don't.
The Bible says to put your trust in Him anyway. So if you believe in
Yeah.
God, then you would have to put your trust in that.
Yeah.
So all I'm basically saying is this: it's not really that complicated. I rather put my trust in the Creator because mankind has let me down plenty of times in my lifetime. They don't want to do the simplest thing, like help your neighbors. And there are programs out there to help people understand the other, but it's not worldwide. It's not solving mankind's problems.
Yeah, growing pains.
I think there's no one answer.
Yeah,
I mean, I give eggs away to my neighbors.
I just told you the answer. It's God.
Sure. Okay, there's no one human answer. So there's no one thing that will fix everybody. So I can't go out there and just go, everybody gets $10 for free at the grocery store every week. That's not going to fix anything for people who don't have
what I'm talking about goes way beyond giving everybody $10. What I'm talking about
I know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is God, listen, you can't have two types of people in this world. The evil has been always on top since day one. And if you believe in God, you know that evil's time is short. It's going to be a time where evil will not rule this world, because that's what I believe. Evil has been the survival of the fittest. What I'm basically saying is loving people don't have that mentality. They help one another. And you sound like you help people no matter what, Val.
Okay, so I think we all agree on that.
Is this. There are evil people here that if they don't get it together and do what they're supposed to, like you said, Val, we have big brains. Our big brains should be able to fix these problems.
We can.
Yeah.
We have the solutions. We need to implement them. But here's the difference. I think this is a big difference between you and I here too. I don't believe anybody is evil or good. I believe that people make good and evil decisions.
Okay, well, they're not born that way for certain, but there are evil people.
Absolutely not.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Hitler was a very evil man.
Hitler is a very sick man. Well, I don't mean that in like ooh, he's sick. I mean that in a like, he is literally sick. He was a product of his environment.
Well, whatever you want to say, because at the end of the day, when you hear somebody molesting a baby,
of course,
you call them sick all you want, but I'm gonna tell you something. There's a such thing as
deranged.
There's you can call them every name in the book, but at the end of the day, there's good, and then the opposite of good is evil.
Well, that's what you believe. So that's a big difference here.
So there's no such thing as evil, is what you're saying?
Evil. I don't believe that people are good or evil. I don't believe that there is evil in the world. I think that people do bad things and people do good things.
But you just said 20 minutes ago there's a lot of good people in this world.
There are, okay,
and I agree.
Now you're arguing semantics.
Semantics?
Yes.
Well, I'm just going based on. I'm going by what you just said. There's a lot of people
doing good in this world.
Okay.
It's pretty common for people to believe that it's not that or the other, it's a scale. Like there's a lot of gray in between there.
Okay, so what you're basically saying is, because I believe in people being sick, but at the same time, there are people that need help and need the help or whatever, but I do believe that we put people in prison for a reason. Sure. You know, when people are sick, they go to the hospital and what have you. So all I'm basically saying,
So here's the
And
thing: is
all I'm basically
what you're
saying is
kind of
go ahead.
what you're describing is kind of a just world belief, okay? But it's almost the opposite, okay? So just world is where you say the world people have to be good, and if they do things that are bad or they get bad things, it's because they deserve bad things. So you're saying that there are evil people, the world is evil, okay? And if they
No.
if they get good things, then they're good people. So you're saying like it's a thing where you say the ends justify the means, kind of. So you're saying, well, the person is a good person, well, obviously because they have good things coming to them. But I don't think that's necessarily true, because we have like we already said, lots of rich people who are not necessarily making good choices. They're not thinking about people outside of themselves. I mean,
Well,
so like when my son was 6, and he freaking slogged me. Okay, when he was 6 years old, he had a lot of anger issues. Doesn't
it
make him
doesn't make him
evil.
an evil. It doesn't make
No,
him an evil person. But I
it
think
doesn't
deep
mean what
down
he was
inside.
doing was evil. It made him. He made bad choices.
Okay, so in other words, you believe in good, but you don't believe in evil.
I don't believe in evil, as in I don't believe something can be quantified as good or evil. Only the actions that you take and how they affect other people can be quantified as good or, but evil dictates that something is so horrible that it could never be a good person. So there are plenty of people who are murderers, absolute despicable people, who have people who absolutely love them and they're good to those people. There are plenty of, and I'm not saying that's a good thing, that like they're bad people or that they're good people because they have people who love them. What I'm saying is that they've made horrible choices, and I agree they should go to prison, and that's for the safety of everybody around them. And that's the consequence to that action. It's just like if I freaking step on a rake and it smacks me in the face, that's the consequence. I didn't pay attention to where I was walking. But you can't, I mean, I can't say that somebody is purely evil, because there's so much that goes into what makes a person, and what we're just way too complicated for something so black and white.
Okay, so what Jeffrey Dahmer did, you're basically
Was
saying
wrong.
the action was evil and wrong. He wasn't evil.
He was sick. He had a brain that was not functioning for him, and unfortunately, instead of getting help for his brain that was not functioning for him, he chose to make some very bad choices.
So,
Very bad choices.
do you think
Some
what you
horrible
said
choices.
do you think what you said is an opinion or a fact?
Well, he did
I
make
think
some
it's my
bad
opinion.
choices. That's a fact.
No, I'm saying in general. You know what
Yeah,
you
it's an
what we're
opinion.
discussing. Okay, all right, I
Sure,
respect
because
that.
you
I
believe
respect
in
that.
an evil, in the very real sense, whereas I don't believe in it in a real sense, and maybe not even in an abstract sense.
Well, I understand where you're coming from, but because I would have to believe in good and evil if I believe in God,
Sure.
right?
No,
So I
I don't
understand.
necessarily think so,
Well,
because
wait a
God
minute. How
gives
can you?
man free
You
will.
can't. Well, what I'm basically saying is, if you don't believe in God, then you can't have an opinion on something that you don't believe in.
Why?
I think I can have an opinion on something I don't believe in.
Well, no, I just asked you the question just right now. I just straight said, hey,
Yeah.
that thing that everything that you just told me, is that a fact or an opinion? You said it's an opinion. I said I
It's
respect
my
that.
opinion.
So I would
Yes.
have to, yes. So I would have to, for me believing in God, I would have to believe in evil, good and evil.
I think that's your opinion.
Okay.
Because I think
All
there
right.
are people who are very Christian who believe that we'll just make good choices and bad choices.
Well, you know Christian, of a Christian that don't believe in good and evil. Is that what
I
you're
think
saying?
that you're making this too. I think that, I mean, like, if you're talking about evil in a demonic sense, yeah.
Well, I'm actually am talking about in a demonic sense, and I'm
Like in an
surprised that
actual,
you.
like, person from,
No,
or demon
I'm
from hell.
surprised that you even know that type of terminology because I use it all the time. I do believe in demonic influences. I believe in demons. I believe
Yeah,
in
so I
angels.
don't believe in
So
that
I
thing.
do believe
So,
that there is evil, and I do believe in good. I
you
believe
think that
there's
animals
good.
can be evil?
Animals are animals. I think that if they're influenced by
Do
the
you believe that
demons,
you're an
like
animal?
now you get into semantics. I thought we were trying to.
No,
I'm trying
I'm
to.
literally, genuinely curious. If you believe that animals cannot be good or evil, do you believe that you're an animal?
Well, you just said that that jungle thing that you brought up, and it's true. Survival of the fittest. That's the same
Survival,
thing that
so
they. So
evolution.
what I'm basically saying is this. I believe that good started off in the universe, and God gave you a choice to pick what side you wanted to be on. Now, I agree with you in the sense that there is a lot of sick people that need help. That don't necessarily mean that they're evil. And like OG was saying, it's complicated. But I do believe that there are pure evil because it would be hypocritical on my end to sit up and say I believe in God, but I don't believe in the devil. That's an oxymoron. If you in it's a fact for me, maybe not your fact, but if I'm down this road of believing in God, you can't do one without the other. I do
The
believe that there's good. What the Bible says, God is good, and then He talks about the devil. The devil is evil. All he wants to do is destroy and kill mankind. If you believe in that sort of thing, and I do. So, but I
okay.
do respect people that don't believe in that because it's just a fairy tale to them. It's a video game to them, and this, that, and the other. So, but even when I play the game, I'm like, okay, I'm fighting monsters and this, that, and the other. They're evil. They're trying to kill me. You know, that's my mentality on a fun scale or whatever. But in the real world, I do believe there are a lot of good people that have to suffer because it's evil in this world. And that's why I sit up and say, I'm hoping that God will come down there to eradicate the evil, get it out of here. It's like gangrene. All it's doing is just spreading and it's influencing good people. And that's why I'm putting my faith and my hope for him, whether I live or die, to come down here and destroy all those that oppose him and get rid of the sickness that's in this world,
Would that
the
include me?
evil. No, I'm not judging you.
Since
You
I'm
sound
not.
like a
Well,
good person. No, you asked me
I'm
a
saying
question and
like
I'm
you
answering. No, I
opposed him.
know. No, you don't. I wouldn't be talking to you if I felt even remotely that you were a person because I can't read your heart. The Bible says only God can read your heart. It says do not judge. The Bible does say there are evil people, but I don't have the right to call you evil. I can only go by what you tell me and your actions. If you were my next door neighbor and I saw you going around abusing your animals, I'm like, wow, I need to call somebody, or whatever, because you're not a nice person. They're not saying that you're evil, or whatever. Evil is what Hitler did. Okay,
Okay.
so he did not have any type of remorse. He didn't feel any type of. You could sit up and say he needed help. He needed beyond help. You know what Judas Iscariot did to Jesus was evil. That was terrible. In fact, they said he's never coming back. He sinned against the Holy Spirit. That was evil. He's not coming back from that. So I'm not a moron. No, none of us. I'm using my brain. When you get a person that's having sex with a baby that's 3 months old, you're a very sick person. But that's
Yes.
evil. That's very evil. You can't go find somebody your age to do that. No, you're thinking about a newborn baby. You're beyond sick. They're sick, they're sicker, and then it goes to the point where you're demonic. I don't even want to hang out with you. You did something I would
Right.
no, that's beyond that. There's sicker, and
I'm
you're
not saying it's a
beyond
person
sick.
I'd want to be around
Yeah, well, I'm
necessarily,
not. Yeah, well, you
but
wouldn't
I feel
invite him
like
to a
it's
picnic, that's
something
for
where
sure.
That'll be a
if
fucking
somebody
wild turn in this
has,
conversation if you said
I'm just saying,
yeah,
the opposite.
none of us would invite a child molester to our picnic.
no.
You
So
know, so
no,
but
of course not.
so I'm just saying that there is evil in this world, whether you agree with me or not, and I believe that with all my heart because look at all the people. This one lady got in her car a couple of years ago where I lived at, and this lady was walking down the street pregnant, and I was at the Walgreens right there. You're not familiar with California, but anyway, lady got in her Cadillac car, and for whatever reason, she ran this pregnant lady over. And here's the sad part: she backed it up and ran her over again and again and again and again. And then she went into the welfare office up the street.
Well,
Now, it could be argued that, yeah, you're a sick person, you're way past that because they got her
so
and she didn't
what
have
do
no
you?
remorse. And I said, well, that's pretty much evil in itself. That's evil. Killed the baby, of course, killed her. And I'm like, wow. And when it got back to me, I said, wow, that's the world we live in, the crazy world we live in. And San Bernardino is the worst. It's up in the top 10 where I live
Okay,
at.
so what's your opinion on somebody like Jeffrey Dahmer who does the things he does? He goes to jail, he gets medication and mental health treatment for his afflictions, and he becomes a born again Christian and wants to do good in the world.
Well, I already answered that question about 2 minutes ago. I can't judge people, but like
Right.
I said,
But
if he turned his life around,
But you
life around,
did.
which is no, he did not turn his life
No, but
around.
you judged the lady who
Well,
ran over somebody else.
no,
So
I judged the action.
purely by judging somebody's actions, you are judging them and therefore
So,
casting judgment by
so
saying
am
they're
I judging
evil.
somebody by saying that they're good?
Yes.
I am.
Yeah.
Judging somebody is saying that you're gonna go to hell, and you're just not going to. You're gonna get destroyed. I don't have the right to
Oh,
do
that's
that.
that's not a judgment though. That's a
That is a
accusation.
judgment. No, that's a judgment. I don't have the right to tell you that you're not going to make it. You're not going to heaven. You're going to. That's judging somebody. I can call your actions for what it is or whatever. That's evil. That's evil. I don't know what. If that's not evil, what is it called? So, but that's like I said, anybody could change.
Yeah, I guess I
So
think it's just more complicated than just evil. I think it's way more
okay.
complicated than that.
Well, like I said,
I
I
think
don't really.
psychology likes to say that it's way more complicated than that too. And
Did
that's
you
where
learn
we get
that?
into that.
Well, no, I'm
I
just
enjoy
saying.
psychology. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. So I'm enjoying this conversation. All I'm basically saying is that if you don't believe that there's evil, then what is that called? You made it simple by saying that they're sick, and
And
I'm
most
like,
of the
that's a
time they do have mental illness.
well. Do you
Most
know
of the
what they're
time there
saying
is some
now?
sort of mental illness.
That
Hmm.
there are people now that's trying to like the LB
LGBT.
yeah, they're trying to add another uh, thing to that by saying that child molesters uh,
Yeah, that's the child molesters, and that's
that they're
not
born
something
that
that the
way.
LGBTQ community is ever going to accept. They are born that way, more than likely, but or something in their
Their
background pushed
gene.
them to that. A lot of times, child abuse, sexual abuse as a child can push an adult offender into becoming an abuser himself or herself or their self. And and that's something where like we need to be able to catch that before that can happen. We need to be able to keep it so that the kids aren't getting abused. And you have to be the person who says this is going to stop with me, or the person in a school who's going to notice those things are happening with children, and going to report it, and we need to be able to do something about that. They're never
So let
going
me
to
ask you
add that to LGBTQ, just so you know. It will never ever be allowed.
Well, how do you feel about them saying that, hey, listen, I was born this way. How could you criticize or whatever, judge or
Because
this,
your
that, and
rights end where somebody else's body begins. So if you say, I was born this way, okay, yes, you were born the way to be attracted to prepubescent people, which, especially in our society and with the way that we have like porn and stuff like that, totally makes sense. But if you want to say you were born that way, that's fine. But the children weren't born that way that you want to abuse. So I'm personally bisexual. So if I wanted to, after my husband's gone, or if we split, go find a woman to marry or have as a girlfriend or whatever, I could. But she would be able to consent. And that's the big key, is I can consent as an adult, and another adult can consent. A child is not able to consent.
Hold on for a second. Children, before Trump came to president, children are. It seems like it's going in that direction where a child has the right to make a decision basically on what they really want to do and what they want to be and this, that, and the other. And that's complicated.
Are you talking about their gender?
Gender doesn't matter. Gender or whatever the case may be. They want to change their name, or they want to move out the house, or
Has to come down with the parents and stuff too.
So, but at the end of the day, there's never been a time like this. It's complicated now. There's never been a time in history where it's been like this.
It was always complicated. It was just hidden.
Hidden? Why was it hidden?
On work trips. Because society didn't accept it.
Why didn't they accept it?
Because of religion.
Okay, there we go. And religion...
Because at the base point, if you want to have a baby and a continuation of a line, you have to have a boy and a girl. And that's the only way you're going to get a baby. Part A and Part B.
It's the only way that life as human beings is going to be able to survive. If you're down with two men in the world, we're going to be extinct.
Sure,
if you have two females, the last two females in this world, we will become extinct.
Do you think that we're underpopulated?
I believe there's a lot of people in China, but I don't think I really believe that there's so much land that everybody could have more than what they need. To be honest with you.
Okay, so I just looked it up. As of as of today, basically, the estimate of people in the world is 8.2 billion.
Okay, that's too much.
That's a lot, and it could be putting it's actually putting a lot of pressure on our, our food network, as well as the
environment, everything.
Environment. Yeah. Thank you. That's the word.
Well, I think that only God can fix this. There's
Dan, that's where we come back.
Scientists thought that we were the only universe. Scientists thought we were the only center of the universe or whatever. Come to find out that there's billions of galaxies out there. So
right, because science accepts that things change.
If man was acting right and doing what they're supposed to do, we probably will be well more advanced than what we are, and solving problems, like you said, that we should be able to solve these problems, but we're not solving even the simplest of problems. There's potential out there.
They just came up with a vaccine to solve. It actually cures some sort of cancer, and I can't remember what it is. But Trump stopped the processing, or RFK Jr. or whatever, stopped the production of mRNA vaccinations.
Why?
So unfortunately, why? Because he thinks that they change your DNA.
Okay, so you don't think we need a God after you just proved, what I'm basically been trying to say is, listen, I feel sorry for anybody that comes up with a cure. I want cures. I want every element to be solved. My daughter's had Huntington's disease, and a
I'm
child's
listening
case
to this
called juvenile's
conversation
Huntington's chorea.
and just doing
So, and
nothing.
that's a neural disease similar to
Yeah.
Parkinson's. So I had to watch them slowly die. So what I'm basically saying is I want more than anything. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I don't care how evil that person. I would not wish that on him.
Right. I mean, I can understand that. My
Listen,
daughter,
Trump.
granted, she's alive, but she has a massive heart defect. She's had 5 open heart surgeries, who knows how many catheterizations and other procedures. And she has Down syndrome. She can't talk. She can't communicate. She can't tell you how she feels. She can't tell you what she wants to do. She can't tell you what she wants to eat. She can use a tablet to some extent, but not very much. She still needs help washing her hair. She needs help in the shower. I have to help her with her menstrual cycle. I'd love for that to be gone.
Yeah, like I said,
Or to just be her.
I feel sorry for anybody that come up with any type of cure for anything because you're a very smart lady. You know that when something comes up that's particularly a cure, something, those people come up missing and dead. You go back and look in your history book. There were people that had. There was this doctor, I forget his name, that came up with the disease to cure AIDS and this, that, and the other. Dude is dead now. Dead. And the sad part about it is that we could save the world, like you said. You said that we have brains and that why can't we do it? We have the potential. We could do anything. But we're not. We're not. And that's the sad reality.
And that's where I think we have to raise our kids to be the people who do.
Oh,
Maybe that's where it
nice.
comes back around.
One or two things is going to happen. If God doesn't intervene, and if the God don't exist, well, woe to us because we're headed in that with the dinosaurs, whether a meteor came down and destroyed them or not. There's a such thing called extinction, and we're headed that way. Our children our great grandchildren are going to suffer because of the dumb decision that not us per se, but like they won't even solve simple problems like, hey, they just came up with something to cure this particular type of cancer. Trump said no. And I'm like, why not?
But we live in America, so that knowledge is there now. It's published in a journal somewhere. And I'm sure that somebody in Canada, somebody in Europe, somebody in Australia, and all these other places, China, who knows, are going to try to pick that up too.
Oh, for sure.
Just because one person is failing or one place is failing doesn't mean everything is.
Plus,
They can't even
politicians come
solve the
and go.
gun issue, but let something happen to Trump's son or Obama's daughter. That's when they'll take action. But for right now, they can't even solve the gun issue. People want to argue you should have the right to bear arms and this, that, and the other.
This is technically one of the rights in the Constitution.
Well, what Constitution?
Though I think that they were definitely talking about muskets that had to be hand stuffed and could barely hurt anybody from 10 feet away.
Yeah. Well, all I'm basically saying is this: it's not fair when somebody decide that they want to. You call it evil, call it what you want. Sick people go into a school and start shooting it up, and killing innocent kids, children.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you don't have to agree with me on this. Some children are born evil.
Yeah.
Some children are born very, very sick mentally. You can label it all you want. And when somebody decides, because some people, they don't know they play video games, and then all of a sudden they act on the video game and then start shooting up the place.
You can be genetically predisposed to some mental illnesses. So, like, I have bipolar disorder and PTSD and anxiety.
Okay.
and I'm genetically predisposed to those. So is my son now. Okay. But I'm not giving him the horrible traumatic childhood I had.
Right.
I'm not beating him. I'm not yelling at him. I'm not abusing him. He's not going. He's more than likely not going to get raped before he turns 18. Okay? So hopefully, because of those things, because I'm giving him a good childhood, because I'm trying to give him what I didn't have, those markers, those genetic markers, will remain unactivated.
Right. Well, anyway, I enjoyed this conversation, Val.
Yeah, I gotta go put my little chickens away.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to, because I could talk to you. I could talk to you all night. That's why I'm trying to cut this short.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to.
It's been interesting. It's all I'm trying.
It gets cold.
I'm not gonna be able to sleep for a week. You guys gave me a lot to think about. Holy shit.
Sorry, OG.
Hey, I was just enjoying the conversation.
Hey,
that's all.
Next time you have a progress review, just be like, let me tell you what I learned.
Val started it.
No, this was great. I really admire people with opposing views having a conversation and you know, not ending up in a sort of I don't know, some deep disagreement on a personal level.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the whole world being that way? Don't matter what you believe in. As long
I
as
think we would have solved a lot of the problems that we just talked about if people could just talk.
Exactly.
Not try to convince.
We'll get there.
Not try to convince everybody about, you know, who's right, who's wrong. Just talk.
Yeah.
Raise our children
to be better than us.
And they will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna go put chicks away.
All right.
I'm probably gonna get off too because it's almost 8.
No worries.
Tired. I need to feed a dog and all that.
All right. Will I see you guys tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Val. We'll have a good night.
Okay.
Have a good night, guys. Take care.
See ya.
All right, OG.
Wow, that was fucking wild. Okay, I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna go and see what's happening with my food, and I'll be back.